Hello, hello everyone,
Wow,
and well, yes, that is Cabin Fever by Fogo.
that was actually pretty cool. I remember seeing that movie back when I was a kid, man. I gotta
Yeah,
rewatch that one.
Muppet Treasure Island.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, that was when you have Kermit the Frog as the captain. You know things are serious.
Right.
And I remember the sword fight with Tim Curry. Oh man, it was too funny. Oh goodness. But anyway, welcome Welcome to another Dare Chat. My name is Dare Muth, or Dare for short, and I like to welcome you all to what I like to call conversations with people, or just conversations in general. Because somebody's gonna say interview, and I'd be like, no, it's a conversation. It's not an interview. Good lord. If it was an interview, I'd be more well dressed. All right. Do I look like someone who's well dressed? Do I look like I have a tuxedo and tie? No, I'm not a tuxedo person anyway. So Can you imagine? Can you imagine you're going to just someplace regular like Taco Bell, and you end up you're in a tuxedo. It's like the wedding going on. What's going on here?
Right.
Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, I get to have on the well known, almost championed name on Rumble. It seems the Schleppy. Or Mr.
Oh,
Schleps, as the kids would call him, but I don't think we want to go that far.
I wouldn't say championed. I want to say championed.
I don't know. They were holding up signs saying "More for Schleppy, more for Schleppy," and I'm like,
Yeah, there's probably there's probably a good gist of people on Rumble that love me, and then there's a good gist of people on Rumble that do not like me.
"Oh look,
So,
hey, L Ogre has one, the most noticed." There you go, the most noticed.
right.
If only that equated to like millions of dollars.
Yeah. Right.
The most noticed, not getting paid well. But it, comes with doing this thing because you're either doing it because you enjoy it or you're doing it to get paid. And to be honest with you, that's a whole nother aspect. But how are you doing today, good sir?
I'm doing fantastic actually.
Oh, nice. It's pretty awesome.
Glad to be here. You know.
Yes, I'm
Thank you for having
looking.
me on.
Oh, of course. Yeah, thank you for coming on. It's always for me, it's always when someone says yes, that's really the key ticket right there. Because someone will be like, oh, let me get back to you, and they'll completely forget about it. Or they'll do like a soft no, right? Oh, I just this, or this. Yeah, look, I've had a lot of those DMs where it's just like, thank you for the invite, but I'm already sitting on a butt. Thank you much for that. But no, I'm glad to get to have you on, because I don't, I, I don't know if people think I bring people on because of certain pieces or bit. I just go by randomness, to be honest with you. So
Right.
you, so like if you're thinking because you won some lottery, this is the wrong this is the wrong place for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I almost was on one time. Hemp was supposed to be on, and he wasn't able to make it, so he was looking for someone to fill his spot, and he
Mm.
asked me if I wanted to, and I thought about it, and I was like, "No, I don't want to do it. No, thanks. Not not right now. Like, no,
Yeah,
I don't.
that's
I'm not good on like this
mm,
kind of stuff."
well, is it
So,
because you just like you're more gaming gives you more to mess with or what?
um, I would say it's just more or less out of being nervous.
Yeah, it's
You know,
understandable.
like
Eh,
the first one I did that was something like this was that Grim Hollywood's thing that he
Oh.
was doing his Grim Talk show.
Oh yeah, that was ages ago at this point. Goodness sake.
Yeah.
Shows you how old you are at this point. Um but no, I can understand that because I mean I've had people tell me like I'm anxious or they don't feel like they're. See, the one thing that's always been funny to me is when people say I don't think I have anything interesting to say, and I'm like, are you sure you want to say that to someone like me though?
Hmm.
Because I'm gonna show
Ye-
you do have something worth saying. You just you don't believe you have something. And
Right.
that's the self defeat right there. Is all that stuff. That's why I don't. Has tons to say. There you go. NGM is right. Schleppy has tons to say. I
Oh
know.
yeah. I have
I
tons to say, just I don't know if it's necessary to say it, you know.
forget. Look here. There's a. Just imagine you have a rule book right in front of you, right, and it says here's how to do a podcast, and just throw it out the window. There you go. You're already one step ahead of everyone else.
Right.
But no, always I don't always say if I always like it. I almost look at it as like a challenge to tell somebody like, I think I can prove you wrong on that regard of you believing that you don't have anything interesting. I think a good to give a good example, like, hey there, Vance, how's it going? You've been schlepped. No, more like schlapped, but that's a different story altogether. I had Joe Illis Jr. on. Um, and he once, when I first asked him to come on, he told me like he didn't believe he had anything extra to say, and it was just kind of left at that. But then I was able to get him on, and there was a lot he talked about. It didn't matter what the thing was; it was just like he talked. He had stuff to say, and I kind of like, well, I just proved you wrong at that point, didn't I?
Right. That's exactly how I felt on the Grimm show too. I was like, I even told him, I was like, dude, I don't know.
uh,
I'm nervous and I don't know what you want me to say, but you know,
well,
so it's
you
just
you
one
do
of
that.
those things.
Yeah, you do like that. What is it? That John Mayer song, "Say What You Mean to Say." I think is what the song title was, but that's been a while. Um,
Hmm.
oh, what was? Uh, oh, I do want to ask though. Oh, really, really, Chance?
Rants. That's funny.
Oh goodness, I do want to ask though. The gold mic. What'd you do to get a gold mic?
What did I do to get a golden mic? Why? Because it looks like somebody else's mic.
No, it looks just like a very fancy mic. That's
Um, no, I mean, it's a Timu mic. I needed one of these kind of mics instead of the headset mic. So,
mm,
because everybody was complaining that my microphone was extremely too loud. So,
right.
I ended up getting this mic from Timu, and it came with a little soundboard. You know,
Nice.
with pre built sound bites and stuff. I can't change any of it, but
Right.
I saw that it was gold, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta have that because of Rush Limbaugh has a
Yeah.
golden mic."
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of was was it the EIB mic, I think is what it was called, like his golden mic that he had, and it just reminded me of that because I was like, man, that looks like a pretty good night. Mike, mine's just black. Yours has got gold. I'm like, jeez, he's living it up. Uh,
Yeah, trust me, it's broken.
oh,
It
what?
doesn't it doesn't yeah, it doesn't sit properly, so I'm always got to fiddling with it and stuff.
What?
But
What'd you do to it?
uh the screw, like the screw stripped that's
Oh,
supposed to tighten the mic in position.
yeah.
So,
Gee, I hate when that happens. You get
yeah.
something. Well, I mean, it's Timu though.
Yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
Temu mic. It's exactly how I expected it to go, you know.
eh,
I didn't expect it to be working that long. I mean, at least it still works,
yeah, that
but
is
it
true.
could be it could be not working, and I could
Yeah,
be extremely loud in the headset. But
yeah. Or miming. You could have been miming too. Oh, I can't believe he's doing this thing with his hands.
right,
Oh goodness. Ryan says you don't want to know what he did for that mic. Best knees and 5 knees.
of course, leave it to rants.
Yeah, leave it to Rance. All right, he's a troublemaker in his own right. But no, but I mean that's you work with what you can work with, right? Because like
Hmm.
my first mic that I had was like a little white ball. It's like a Samsung, not Samsung, Samsung, Samson. That's the name of the brand that was. And so it was just this little snowball like little thing, and then you'd have it on like this magnetic little stand. It was a very small stand,
Hmm.
and believe that was my first mic I used, and then um I ended up like getting a camera that had a mic in it, and I just used that. And then after that, I went like some other mic. It wasn't this one because this is a Blue Yeti. This one is Logitech. The other one was like a Moana one or Maui. No, I can't remember the name of it. It started with an M. And then this. So this was like this mic right here was probably about. I got it off Amazon. On its website, I think it's around 130 or 100, and it was less than that. I think it was around $80 from Amazon. I got it because it
Nice.
was on sale. So
Yeah.
sometimes the sales are good, but you're not going to find them on the store itself. So it is what it is.
Right.
Um, but it's worked out well for me so far. I know I personally remember in the past a lot of people would be very against like blue yetis and stuff. They'd be like, "Oh, it doesn't work," or "It's very bad," or whatever. Like, I don't understand it. Like, it works for me. I'm not like the was it XLRs or whatever those super expensive cameras are. Not cameras, the mics, the mics.
Mm.
Those just it's insane. It's insane how much like $1,500 for a mic. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I was looking into getting a Shure mic, and then I was just like, nah, I don't think it's worth it.
mm,
So I was like, you know what? Let's see what Timu has, because I want to say I paid like $60 for this and the soundboard
nice,
that it came with.
nice. That's a
So
pretty good deal, to be honest.
yeah, and then like I said, it because it's gold. So I was
Mm,
like, ooh, that's like Rush Limbaugh's mic. I like that. So
nice.
I
I
went with
just,
that one. I did used to have before I had the headset. I had a Samson Go mic. It
oh,
was like a little gray one that had like folded into it like its own little stand and stuff. It had
oh, nice.
really an old USB type plug for it too.
Yeah, yeah. It's a bit weird now. Not weird. It's just more like there's not a whole lot of um computers that have like a natural USB C slot because that's what most things are changing to is that USB C. I had to buy like these adapters that would turn it from a USB C to like a USB port because my computer just doesn't have a natural USB slot, so you have to buy adapters in order for it to work. Um,
Dang.
yeah, and it was just one of those things. But I mean, for me, like, um, uh, the camera, like the camera's a Logitech. My little light here's Logitech. So I pretty much have Logitech all around because it just works for me.
Yeah, I want to say I grew up playing with Logitech, like
Mhm.
having Logitech equipment and stuff, but uh, I just it's too expensive, in my opinion. It's too expensive. So
Is it more expensive than the Shure mic?
no, 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 no. It's definitely not more expensive than that. But I just mean in like a sense of back in the day when
Hmm.
when I had my first computer and stuff, Logitech was fairly cheap.
Yeah,
And over the years, everything gets expensive.
yeah. And
So
it's always that ordeal where it's just like new technology and it's ridiculous and it too much, right? But you always try to look. I mean, as a someone who's buying this sort of stuff, you kind of try to look for the deals where you can. And thank goodness for Timu.
right.
Um, yeah,
Yeah,
I
I want to say I got it before before there were tariffs and stuff too, so it was fairly cheap, man.
there you go.
I mean, hey, you can't beat it.
Mm,
It sucks. It
yeah.
sucks because I would rather buy something from America, but
Are there mics made in America? It seems like they're made out of country now.
maybe I don't know. It's been a while. I don't even know how long I've had this mic. Maybe a year and a half, maybe.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
In the U.S. Mics made in the U.S. Are there microphones made in the U.S.? Oh, here we go. Let me show you what I got. Da 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 da. All right. All right, here we go. Several high quality microphones are proudly made in the USA, known for craftsmanship, precision, and superior sound. That's a lot of hibbity jibbity right there. Key
Right.
manufacturers key manufacturers include AEA ribbon mics, Earthworks Audio, never heard of them. Royer Labs, never heard of them. Cloud microphones made in Arizona. Ooh, nice. Lawson microphones handcrafted in Nashville, Tennessee. Not bad. Not bad at all. Applied microphone technology. I've never heard of them. Lunar microscopes or microphones. Sorry, microphones, not microscopes. Lunar produces compact boutique condenser mics. Okay, that's probably expensive as heck. Microphone madness. All microphones are manufactured in Florida. Ooh, nice.
I might actually have to look into those. I'm
Microf-
born and raised Florida, so I've
microphone
never heard of those microphones ever.
microphone madness. There we go. Look at this. Ooh, hello. Oh wow. You
How
no
is
no.
how is
This
how's a chick's forehead showing me audio? I don't get that.
it's right there. Look at that. It's
Nuh-uh, it's that tiny little thing?
yeah. It's lapel hair microphone is ideal for
What
applications
the
requiring.
fuck?
Yeah, it's right. It's right in the hair.
Bro, that's crazy.
That's why her forehead's right there because it's like right there. That's hilarious. Oh wait, we can uh
$200?
yeah. Wow. For
Jesus.
that though, that's for the hair one. Yeah,
Why
that's a
the
lot.
dude, imagine being bald and having a hair mic. That's funny.
It looked like a little snake. He's got a little snake on his head. Look at him. You got the ear ones. That is about 250. Um, I mean, there's a this one looks. I don't
So
think that's a.
it looks like they don't have do they have desktop mics? Doesn't look
You
like it.
you have
Looks
these
like it's
kind of
all
mics,
lapels, yeah.
lapels or otherwise. Is it just lapels? Microphones, mini lapel law enforcement for wireless systems. Ear worn. I mean, ear worn is one. Uh, but I think it's mostly just lapel. But here's good ear worn. Like ear worn is some people do ear worn stuff.
Yeah, that's
It's
like Britney Spears style, like on stage type stuff.
she and of course she is not that innocent. All right, let's just bring that up again. You get these here. It looks like there's a deal for like 200 for the hair wig ones, but
That, that's just crazy.
I,
For like leave it to Florida to have a microphone company and it does hair lapel mics.
it's that's too funny. Well, we can let's see. Desktop.
That's too funny.
Yeah, that
Hair
was
lapel
ha-
mics.
hair lapel. Now you're gonna be thinking of all that all night. You're just like hair. How does that one do that? Hair lapel mics. Desktop mics. There we go. Let's see what we got for desktop mics.
Of course, it's gonna
Really?
say sure right off the bat.
Yeah. Sure, MV6 is the best overall desktop microphone for gaming, blah, blah, blah. For a budget friendly option, the Amazon Basics USB condenser microphone delivers surprisingly good audio under 30 bucks. How about that? Got that, and other top picks include the HyperX Quadcast 2S for its customizable RGB lighting and onboard controls, and the Elgato Wave Neo for its tap to mute feature and AI noise reduction. How about that? For podcasting, the Shure MV7 Plus is highly recommended for its beginner-friendly, professional-grade audio. Well, I don't have that kind of money, um,
Right?
but let's see. Well, it's here's Logitech. Here's the Logitech ones, but they mentioned HyperX Quadcast. I wonder if there's a way to find that.
Yeah,
Oops.
I've heard of HyperX before too, like the HyperX microphones as well.
I once looked at a lot like on Amazon, but Hyper Quadcast. Here we go. So HyperX. This is HyperX right here. Okay. Okay, that's $200, but still, that looks pretty nice. Got the color stuff
For
from that V.
interest-free installments or from 1805 a month.
There you go. See, you got shop pay right
You
there.
can lease it for
Yeah.
12 months.
Well, I mean, it says 4 interest-free installments, so I'm thinking like Rant says MV7 is my mic. Well, aren't you just precious? Aren't you
Right?
just precious? It's the echo off that forehead. There you go. Oh goodness! But this is the tap one, I believe. Uh, so you can tap, you can change it. Headphone input, monitor, view, meter, microphone gain. That's not a bad microphone. But let's see what kind of uh gaming PCs. No, desktop. Blah blah blah. Gaming peripherals, headsets. No, I pressed the wrong one.
Yeah, because
Microphones.
when I was looking for a desktop mic, I was like, I really want to get one that's an RGB, but then,
Yeah.
like I said, everything I was looking up that was legit is all expensive as hell. So then I was like, let's check Timu.
Oh, you got one for $60. The Solocast USB microphone. Let's check that one out. Because it looks like $60. That's not a bad looking one. Let's see. Internal mount, shock mount for clear sound. Well, that just looks weird naked, right? A
Right?
naked mic like that. Let's see what else it has. Tiltable design. There you go. It's not RGB, but it's still like $60. Isn't bad. Oh, you can tap on it too. Look at that. You can tap to mute. That's pretty awesome. I don't have tap to mute. I have to push to mute,
I
which
mean, but who needs their desktop mic down on the on the desk like that? That's a little weird.
you can always get like a mounting thing.
Right now, look how expensive the mounting arm is for it.
Let's see. I don't. We'll have to look like gaming peripherals.
It doesn't even show like, hey, here's an add-on for the microphone.
Let's see. I think it'd be an accessories keyboard. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, it's microphone.
It's more expensive than the dang mic, man.
Well, but this is the name brand though. Like you can get something
Right?
off Amazon for much cheaper. So this is only if you want to keep within the name brand situation. So yes, it is 140 for the name brand, but I mean beyond that point though, this microphone is pretty cheap for what it is.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're going to get the um RGB, which is kind of nice, but I mean for what it's worth, $60 and you can tap to mute, I say that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good deal. MV6 is 169. Oh, one. He's saying it's 170. Yeah, that's still a little too much. My actual mic I have here costs less than that. So, but yeah, there you go. You see, HyperX,
See,
$60.
just at this point though, it'd be weird for me to get a new desktop mic too, because I'm already known for having the gold microphone.
Well,
You
that's
know.
understandable. Yeah, that's understandable.
So
Like you want to keep with what it is, but I mean, it's still like if you ever want to, the options are out there. You
yeah,
just have to look for it.
yeah.
Um,
Don't try looking for RAM, but a
yeah.
microphone might be a little cheaper.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that the RAM is a bit more expensive now, but just depends on what deals you're looking for because it really is the size of it, like the gigabytes and stuff for it. The higher the gigabyte, the more expensive it gets. That's how it goes.
Yeah,
Like with graphics cards, GPUs, right? The higher G gigabytes you want on it, the more expensive. So
yeah,
it's just one of those things where like you have to decide of how much you want. But I mean, yeah, it's certainly going to be a bit interesting for people who put together a computer. Oh,
right.
and
Spray
Abokar
painted
says,
gold.
"Spin."
I mean, good idea, but also bad idea, because then every time I go to smell the microphone, I'd just be smelling gold paint. I'd be smelling spray paint the whole time. I
Well,
mean, it's a good way to get high, I guess.
There you go.
while not
Yep.
actually getting, you know.
Hi. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, so regardless of that though, because I mean, again, the mic is nice, but like for you, what is the stuff you do per se? I know you play games, but I mean, is that all you enjoy doing for your content stuff, or do you do more?
Um, besides besides enjoying besides enjoying doing blackface, Hitler mustache, um, no, I really really all I do is this. Like this is my only source of income. I do nothing but this. I don't
Mm-hmm.
do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do have a few things in mind
Mm-hmm.
for my next few like follower milestones. So um my my like you know how like everybody's got like a character or something like that for their channels. So like
Mm-hmm.
mine is Nubby because I have half a thumb. So
Oh.
I got a 3D printed nub, like a nubby like this big, like a 3D
Mm-hmm.
printed one. And I got paint and stuff, so I'm thinking I might paint it at 900 followers. Um,
Ooh.
uh, at 1,000, I plan on doing Rabbi Schleppy because that'll really piss off some people here on the fucking platform.
you just you Schleppy, I see you as a guy who has a flamethrower, and you say, you know what today's gonna be like? Forest fire. That's what today's gonna be
Yeah,
like.
yeah. I hear that. I hear that a lot from people. Who's like, uh, that Rumble is free speech
Mhm.
platform, and I definitely push it to the limits
Yeah.
of free
No.
speech.
Yeah. I to kind of go over that. I did see your post about the creative program and stuff. it
Yeah,
was it
yeah.
was
That was unfortunate, but nothing I can do when you got certain people in uh certain
I
people that can like get into the ear of people at Rumble.
yeah yeah
So
the
yeah, I was removed from the creator program because of blackface, but um,
well
it was a month after I did it too, which is crazy.
oh
So
interesting.
like yeah, so yeah, that's just a whole nother weird situation. And then yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just not very well liked by the people at Rumble because I got another policy violation. Uh,
What?
yeah, like I don't know if you know, but like if you get policy violation, they give you like points, and if you get up to 100 points of policy violation, they can indefinitely uh s- suspend your account. I guess.
They don't even need that. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you here. You can actually just go around and accuse someone of botting, and sooner or later you can get someone from Rumble to just shut that person's account down for no apparent reason other than, oh, they're a botter. And I've seen it happen.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
you don't need a policy violation when you can just tell someone, when you can just accuse someone of botting, and Rumble will actually shut them down.
Yeah.
Well, at least the ones that people get complain about a lot, because I've already had one person who I've had on as a previous guest in the past. He was being accused of botting. Won't name names of who was accusing him, but he was being accused of botting. And instead of like, hey, you know what, let's just do this thing here, or maybe there's an appeal system, whatever, Rumble just shut him down.
Hmm.
Boop.
Yeah. Yeah. I got an email from Rumble support finally. Like when I got kicked out of the creator program, I got no notification. I got
Yep.
no email, no warning, nothing. Just gone, right?
Yep.
And then I emailed Rumble support, still haven't heard back from 'em. That was back in December when that happened. Still haven't heard nothing. And then what was it? Uh the Monday that they Joker Effect and Chris Pavlovsky, they were going around doing the raids and everything.
Yeah.
I did a stream that day,
Hmm.
and that following Wednesday, I got an email from Rumble support saying that I had there was a policy violation, and now I
Hmm.
have 26 points out of 100 on my account. and I can appeal it. But the other thing was in the email they said that it's marked for deletion, and when I went back to look at the VOD, it was already deleted.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I like. That's the thing is they won't tell me what I did wrong. They just say it's a policy violation. Like I
Yeah.
just want to know what it was I did wrong so I don't
Mm.
do it again. But
Yeah.
they're not going to tell me. They're not going to tell me. They're little sneaky snakes, man. Those people over at
It's
Rumble.
it's it's a sad thing when, and this is just from the person I know who was falsely accused of botting, where you'll get an email that says, "Look, we as Rumble reserve the right," and then anything after that is like, "We can give any reason," and you're gone. And
Hmm.
that's sort of like what Twitter X does. That's sort of what YouTube does. I mean, it's a business at the end of the day. That's
Yeah.
why that's why I promote multi-platforming, because none of y'all understand what happens when you're just on one platform. A lot of YouTubers do, a lot of Twitch people do, but not a lot of you on Rumble understand that. And I don't care who doesn't care about it or not. If you're only on one platform and your account is gone, well, I just can't feel sorry for you because I told you
Hmm.
be on multiple platforms. Because the gentleman I was talking about, he is basically, he got the email back from support, basically told him that Rumble reserves the right, and now he's most likely going back to Twitch. And this is a funny thing with me about the whole community thing, right? This is one of those things where I'm not very keen on the whole family thing, right? And I know a lot of people disagree with that, but I'm not tribal. I don't want to be tribalistic because that's what happens to a platform. So for the people who are on Rumble, you're not very much different than Kick or Twitch net matter of tribalism. I'm just going to be right off the bat. Not much different. The other issue is that people who get in that sort of tribalistic nature have a problem of seeing beyond their nose. And I'm not about that. I don't care about the platform, TikTok, none of that. Don't care. Don't care. So when I saw your situation about the creative program, whatever, listen. At this point, you should just look at the TOS, and if it says Rumble reserves the right, anything after that is basically saying we can take you off at any time. Don't have to
Hmm.
give you a reason. Don't have to give you a rhyme. We can take you off. You're done. That's it.
Yeah. Well, that's I want to say what was one of the craziest parts about it is that they changed the TOS,
Of
and
course.
then like a few days to a week later, I was removed from the creator program. And then back in early January of this year, they
Mm-hmm.
changed the TOS again. Now some of
Mm-hmm.
that stuff isn't in the TOS anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And like hemp thanks me for this because when I did my blackface stream,
Mm-hmm.
um I did a Rumble premium ad read
Mm-hmm.
and it went through
Mm-hmm.
and it was accepted.
Mm-hmm.
And he thanks me saying that I'm the like he says I'm the reason they removed ad reads from Rumble Premium, like the creator program, and
How
put
about
in
that?
Raid. I don't believe it,
Yeah.
but you never know.
Hmm.
You know, you never know. Like you said, they don't have to really. They're a business. They don't have to really disclose. But I mean, like if you work at a fast food place, that's a business as well. But they're still going to tell you why you're being fired.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Well, if it's in a right to work state, not really. They can just make up any reason and you're gone.
Yeah,
That's how that.
but still they have a reason to like. They still have something to tell you. Like it's still something they can tell you.
Yeah, they still have something to tell you, but they can. It doesn't even have to be the exact reason. It can just be any reason.
Yeah, but they're still at least gonna say like, "Hey, you're fired." They're
Hmm.
just not gonna leave it there and just be like, "You're fired."
Yeah.
You know,
Mm.
even if they make up a reason,
Hmm.
they're still giving you a reason as to why you're being fired. But I've heard that from a couple people here about the creator program. Is like they don't have to give me a reason or
Hmm.
anything as to why I was removed from the creator program. But with
Mm.
the clips that I've seen, I'm pretty sure I know exactly why I was removed from the creator program.
Yeah,
You know.
but you'll always be guessing. There will never be like a
Yeah,
clear answer.
all I've got is guessing or assumptions at this point, other
Hmm.
than, you know, a clip of someone admitting on stream that they
Hmm.
talked to Rumble and
Hmm.
that I was removed. That's
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and the thing about the creator program, it's a bonus at the end of the day. Like if you're still able to get Rumble rants and all that stuff, Um,
yeah, I'm still like it's not like I'm banned from the platform.
mm,
So like I can still get rants, I still get Rumble Wallet tips, I can
mm.
still get gifted subs and all that stuff. But
See, yeah, yeah. See, this is where I want to see where that Rumble Wallet thing gets tested, because if someone does something and they get paid through it, does that mean that it will go through and Rumble can't touch it, or is the non-custodial a lie and they can touch it in some form of manner?
hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't even know how I can get the money from Rumble Wallet into my account. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know how I can get it from the wallet into like an actual like my banking account or something.
I think it's like cash out. I saw somebody like cash out or put it in like PayPal or something like that. I don't know. It's crypto's not one of those things I'm very keen on, because
Yeah, same for
it's
me. I'm
yeah,
not.
it's it's
So,
very it's very crypto is it's a nice idea. It's another way of getting around, but the problem of it is that in order to get crypto, you have to use a card, cash, whatever, in order to buy crypto. So if card merchants still control the card in order to buy the crypto, then how do you buy the crypto?
right.
Right.
And that's something I had someone in my stream the other day, convince me to make a Ko-Fi account.
Oh yeah, I've seen people
So
do that.
so I made a Ko-Fi account too just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
And that actually is Ko-Fi is actually pretty cool with the way it works. So like if you get like if someone sends you a tip or a donation or something on
Mm.
Ko-Fi, it goes straight from Ko-Fi, it goes straight through Ko-Fi right into your bank account. Like
Wow.
like that. No, I don't have to wait till the end of the
Mm.
month. I don't have to wait for so much money to be in the account. Just straight through right into my PayPal. So
Nice.
that I like that. But yeah, I just don't know like like the Rumble Wallet thing is it's cool and all, but like you said, not a lot of people know
Mm.
exactly all about
Crypto.
like how crypto works and shit like that. So
Yeah. But and this is something to bring up. As a puzzle to question, right? And the NGM just brought something up. It says the service they use, MoonPay, takes a pretty good fee from you. Now this is a thing that is sort of an interesting query. If they're preaching, if Rumble preaches that Rumble Wallet has no middlemen, yet you have to go through MoonPay to buy the crypto and stuff. Now, obviously, I do stocks and stuff, so I buy crypto through Robinhood. So there is that. But like, there's still a middleman with MoonPay. You
right,
have to go through MoonPay in order to buy crypto. The point of the matter is, though, is that, and then you just said too, is like they take a certain percentage out. So how is 100%, as they state, as Rumble states, as the CEO of Rumble has stated, how does 100% go to you if MoonPay takes a chunk out of it?
I don't know. It sounds a little contradictory to me.
It is, again, this is why crypto is still not, it's one, crypto is not user friendly. Let's just, right off the bat, it's not user friendly. There are many wallet things out there. There are many wallets and all that stuff, but it is not user friendly, first off, because one, there is such a thing called gas fees, and I had to learn this too. Gas fees are sort of like, it goes through the process of whoever you're dealing with, and they take a certain fee. It can be as low as maybe a penny to thousands of dollars.
Okay.
So, and this is because this is a what's the word?
Volatile or voluntary?
No, volatility.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Dang it, words! Dang you! The volatility of that's probably saying that wrong too. But the volatileness of crypto is that it goes up one day, it comes down like a few seconds later, and it goes up again. And while crypto can be seen as something in the future, it's not going to be the say all end all, because sooner or later things are going to move into it where it's not. I like the idea of the blockchain thing though, right? Like blockchain where you can see like where this thing has come from, whatever, who's been connected to it, whatnot. Blockchain, the idea of it sounds nice. It's just crypto itself is not there yet for everyday people to use. It's more of
Right.
like,
It's not. It doesn't seem like it's a stable, like stable in a sense of everyday people can use it every day.
mm,
You know,
yep,
because uh, like you said, it goes up and it goes down. So
mm,
you could easily, like, you put $100 into crypto and
mm,
you don't spend it right away. The next day you look at it and all of a sudden now you're down to $95
mm,
because it goes down some in the market. That part right there, I think, is why not that many people get into cryptos for that sheer reason, is because they can put so much money into it and then all of a sudden you don't have that much money
yeah,
because of one bad day or something and it goes
yeah.
down.
Well,
So
and that can be transposed over to like stocks and stuff, because stocks, it's a roller coaster there too. So it's not just
mhm.
crypto in that regard, but crypto has a more up and down rate than stock in that
Yeah,
regard, because again, it's a fiat that's believed to have value. It's just it's an electronical ones and zeros at this point, right? And not like legal tender, but that's a different story altogether. But crypto is nothing more than electronical ones or zeros. And that's another thing too, is like, when if the power goes out, what good is your money at that point? Your crypto.
exactly. Yeah, and see, that's the thing, is I prefer cash. Like, I don't know why we got to get rid of physical cash dollar, cash bills,
Mm-hmm.
but the mark of the beast is a tricky thing,
Right.
trying to get
Well,
everybody onto the same, like, everybody has to have a bank account or everybody has to have a credit card, no more
mm-hmm.
cash, no more change.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's all part of the some would say it's all part of the elites trying to control the populations and stuff, like that.
Well,
Like, we can't take away your cash
mm-hmm.
because it's physical cash. You could carry it on you. You could leave it at home. But, like, if it's in a bank, they can easily snap their fingers and all of a sudden now your bank account's gone.
Right. Well,
Like
you,
they did with Fuentes, you know.
I don't know, I don't know much about him, so I don't know what was the deal with that one.
Um he he got effed in the A with that one. Like, it was something to do with, like, just because he's always talking about the Jews and all that stuff, but, like,
Right.
they effed him to where, like, he can't have like, he can't have a bank account anywhere, something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
that's that almost, what that reminds me of? It reminds me of Gab. I remember Gab was like trying to make their own bank or whatever, because they were doing the servers and stuff for the website Gab. Was it Andrew Torma? Tor Torme? I can't remember his name. But at a certain point, like, all I remember is that at some point he was trying to like buy to make a bank, like, because that's the end ordeal, long haul. But I don't know if that ever successfully went through. But I think part of it is probably because it's just, as it's been said, easier to monitor trade. But I also think it's sort of just like for businesses, it's easier for you to have a card or whatever that just takes out what it needs, rather than just like you have to count and sit there. It takes time. People want to get in and out. There's a convenience factor to it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, there really is a convenience factor to having, like, a card
Hmm.
and electronically having your money rather than the
Yeah.
cash.
Hmm.
But at the same time, like the banks can they could take your money whenever they want,
Hmm.
you know what I mean, for loans for other people or something like that, I remember hearing. But,
Hmm.
like, if you have the physical cash, the only time people are going to get your money is if you choose to give it to them, you
Yeah.
know.
Well, yeah, and she says till the grid falls. Well, if the grid fails, then it doesn't matter about money anymore because people are going to be going after the most important items, which is food, water, and
Hmm.
defense supplies. And yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
anyone wants to be there.
I had thought about that too. Like, sometimes I wish that we were still on like a barter system, you know,
Huh,
because then we would have to worry about this. If it wasn't for the Federal Reserve and the tiny hat people trying to
yeah.
control everybody in the world. But
Mm. Well, you have to think of this too, right? Like an individual is going to value something. Ammo and flour, he says, buy ammo and flour. Well, just don't get that junky flour, the stuff that's been processed or whatever we're gonna call it. Um, but I had a point and I lost it. Curse you, Itchy! You curse you. No, I I think that there is a bit of an overreach in that regard of like a bank can just take you out or whatever, but then again, fortified. There you go, fortified. Um, but then again, that's become of what most things are too. Like if you don't pay your taxes, well, guess what? You lose your home and everything else, right? So
right.
there's another thing too. Look, the kind of that kind of goes to the saying I know people will bring up a lot is you will own nothing and be happy, right? That
Hmm.
whole the whole spiel, right?
Yeah.
Well, on a technical life scale, eh, really don't own anything because you can't take it with you. You can pass it on, but you really can't take it with you. So you can't. That just point to that as effective. Like you don't really own anything in that regard. I don't like that last part, and you will be happy. Like, no, no. Nobody's happy when they don't have like a shirt on their back to keep them warm or whatever. But
Yep.
I've never, I've always looked at that statement, you will own nothing. I always look at it as like, you already own nothing in the sense of regard because one, you work your whole life for the thing, right? So, say like a car. Does your car that you have last forever? Like from the moment you get it till the day you die, does it last forever?
No.
Well, then it's not technically that doesn't last to be yours, and it gets clunkered away. Things eventually end. So it's not that. It's so at a certain point it becomes not yours anymore. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
So it's
Yeah,
close.
that's what I'm coming to realize on arc raiders too is like you're just like your stuff is only yours until you lose it. So it's like people are,
Yeah,
you know, it's like everybody's just borrowing everything in
yeah,
that game, which is kind of interesting because it's like you were saying uh if it wasn't for money,
mm,
uh me being kicked out of the creator program wouldn't be that big of a deal. You know what I mean?
at,
Because like
possible.
I need money
Yeah,
to do things and survive. So
mm,
if we didn't need money at all, it wouldn't be an issue.
mm,
You know, which is unfortunate, but that's just the way the world works.
mm. Well, and I think, kind of leading off that, I think people kind of put too much into promises of a company being different, right? And just talking about companies in general, like Walt
Hmm.
Disney World, right? Oh, it's different. Like, no, it's not different. It's just it has the appearance of being different. No, I can't play that game. I can't play the game of being hype for something a company says because we're supposed to be. I can't play the game of I'm supposed to go along with this because everyone else is it just wants the positivity and all stuff. Like positivity is great. You need some positivity in life. One to get through it. Not only that, but to know that life is not a downtrend. It's not a negativity, right? There are negatives, but it's not negativity forever. There are positives in life, and it's always good to, as the song says, always look on the brighter side of life. For you Monty Python fans out there, always look on the brighter.
Hmm.
Always looking on the bright. Oh no, looking on the bright side of life. I think that's the song title.
Huh. I only know of My Python and the Holy Grail. I don't think I've seen anything else from them, to be
Uh,
honest.
yeah, that was in the Life of Brian, the song. Um, but beyond that, I can't. I see it. I see it one too many times. Doesn't matter the place, and I can't play that game. And like with your situation, which probably understandable on some regard, but on another regard, it would have been nice to just been told, "Hey, what's the issue going on here?" You think a little transparency would have been
Yeah.
nice along the way.
Yeah, you would think a platform that's all about free speech would at least have the balls to tell me, what I
Got
did, because it's how am I supposed to not do what I did, like what I did to violate the policy if they don't tell me?
mm-hmm.
You know, they just want me to figure it out. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna figure it out. Here's to every stream's a blackface stream from now on until we get past this issue. Like, so
I'm just
I don't
I'm
know. It's
just
just it's a weird situation,
mm-hmm.
and um like everybody says, how everybody's like, I got a brand. This is my brand. This is my
Yeah,
brand. Like
yeah,
everybody
yeah,
has a brand.
yeah.
Um, I would say I don't really like. I have a brand, but it's not really a brand. I have my brand is free speech.
Mm-hmm.
I say what I want and I do what I want on my
Mm-hmm.
stream. Period. If you don't like it, don't click on my stream.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's probably what's so messed up about it too. Is like I know it's probably me doing blackface, but like there was no issue with me doing the Hitler mustache stream.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm over here doing that throughout the whole stream.
Mm-hmm.
So like it sucks that because in July I will have been streaming here on Rumble for 3 years. So like
Oh wow.
I like I've loved the platform. Like I love the platform. I love the community.
Mm-hmm.
There's just there's some issues that you know that they're changing. I guess you could say they're not really free speech anymore.
Mm-hmm.
As a platform, like I could still say whatever I want and do
Mm-hmm.
whatever I want,
Right.
but now it comes at a cost. And it's like beforehand, there was never a cost, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Well, I mean,
So,
that's everything comes at a cost. There's nothing technically free in life per se.
hmm
But there was a guest I had on. Her name is Savvy, and she's a lawyer, and because she does streaming too, but she's a lawyer in real life. And we had gotten on that subject of free speech, and it was like, well, I think it was like a question like, what does free speech mean to you? But then it was come to the cost, like, free speech is a the free speech rules are a bit different on state, local level because
hmm
there are rules like so. Think of this like as an easier example, right? Think of like the gun stuff, right? Like there shouldn't be gun control or whatever and all this stuff, but yet there, Second Amendment and all this stuff. But then again, you do have states and cities that have laws, gun control laws, right?
yeah,
There's the same thing with free speech. Like there are
hmm
places where free speech is limited. Like this is not like not yelling fire in a theater. This is more like on certain aspects or like the hate speech stuff or whatever. There are rules against free speech
hmm
because that was more seen of like the people to the government, which I mean basically the people let the government get away with a bunch of stuff anyway and complain about it on the internet. But the point of the matter is, though, is that people need to understand that free speech is not exactly in the free you think it is. Because if you were to go to a different state, I imagine you'd find those different rules and laws that would be different from the one you came from,
right,
right?
yeah,
Right. So Rumble, in its excess, is promoting itself as free speech. Well, in a way that is true. It is a little less restrictive than, say, Twitch or YouTube or whatever. However, it is not free from that regard of being somewhat slightly on those rules of the minuscule of free speech and whatnot, where they control the levers and all that stuff. So I think people need to understand there is a less restrictiveness on the speech, but they still have to play the rules by the App Store. They
Mhm.
still have to play the
Yep.
rules of advertisement to some degree, right?
Yeah.
So there's that. So people who think Rumble is free speech, free speech and free speech, two very different things.
Yep.
And I
That's
think,
that's why that's why I mean, I bite my tongue every time I see Rick Rakella or
hmm,
Chris Pavlovsky post a tweet about someone on YouTube or Twitch who just got banned and said, "Come on over to Rumble. We got free speech." And I bite my tongue every time I see a post like that because I just want to reply and tell them like, don't let these guys fool you.
hmm,
It's not free speech over here either.
hmm,
It's a freer speech, but it's
yeah,
not free speech.
right. Because the definition of what we believe free speech to be is not the same level as what the actuality is, and that's the
Hmm.
thing that I think it's kind of lost, is that you could go to someone who knows the rights, sure, but knows that there are different states out there that have different rules upon what's considered free speech and whatnot. Just the same thing with like gun control laws and all that stuff. Like, a gun-free zone does not mean it's going to be a gun-free zone. That's just probably the dumbest thing I've ever seen. You can't call a zone gun-free if someone can hide a gun in their pocket and you know nothing about it. That's not that's not a gun-free
Right.
zone. That's
Exactly. Exactly.
it's not gun-free in that regard. But like, and I feel that too. Like there are times where, of course, I think the saying goes like, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say anything at all. I think that's probably the greatest example of like, if you can't say anything nice, and I don't. I sometimes I just keep my mouth closed more than anything else, but I don't believe in I don't believe in hyping beyond the reality of. It's a business. They're gonna hype. They're gonna look for the
Yeah.
positives that go in their favor. Every company does this. You look at YouTube, it'll go for the data that works for it, that makes it look good. Twitch,
Hmm.
Twitch will go for the data that makes itself look good. But that's Amazon. So there you go. Um, Kick, Kick will do the thing that will make itself look good. It'll take the data that makes itself look good. What? Rumble's no different.
Hmm.
It's a,
Yep.
it's, it's a business, right? They're
Yeah.
a publicly traded business who have to respond to investors and the board that they have and all this stuff. They're beyond the scope of being less restrictive on speech. There's not much difference other than they're a little less technologically a bit behind their competition. Beyond that point, eh, eh, it's getting up
Right.
there.
Yeah.
But beyond that reproach, it is the top of the hour. So what happens, ladies and gentlemen, is that I set aside some time for me and my guests to promote our stuff. Uh, whether they're a creator or not doesn't matter. But I have all the links I could find in your bio. But if you want to promote yourself your way, good sir, the floor is yours.
Um. I don't usually promote myself. That's what's weird. That's what's so that's what's so bad about me as like a creator is like I'll play with people on games and stuff, and
Yeah.
everybody will always be like, "Be sure to go follow this person and this person I'm playing with," and it's like, dang, I don't ever do that. I am so bad at this,
Yeah,
you
I'm
know. So like,
right there
um,
with you.
yeah, yeah. Be sure to follow me on Rumble. You know, I mean, you can follow me on X and all that other stuff, but I'm just trying to. I don't know. I don't usually promote myself. That's what I'm
Hmm.
saying. It's so weird. It feels weird to
Well,
promote myself,
right.
but
At least the point of it is to try though. It's not nothing fancy. You don't have to be like, "Hey everyone, look at my many followers." No, just be like, "Here's my stuff. Give it a look and all that stuff."
yeah.
So
Um, I
yeah, give it.
guess yeah. Be sure to follow me on Rumble. I do. I don't really have a schedule or anything either, so it's not like I can be like, I got this, and that planned, you know.
Mhm.
But uh, like I said, I'm trying to. I have things planned for my follower goals. So at
Hmm.
900 followers, I plan on doing a paint stream. Um, for painting my Nubby figure. And then again, at 1,000 followers, I plan on doing a Rabbi Schleppy. I'm gonna have a little Jew hat with little acidic curls. Um, so other than that, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. You know,
So, hey, you know what? For a first try at it, man, that's not bad. All right, let's
what
be
about
honest.
your Ko-fi? Oh yeah, I got a Ko-fi too. I guess.
You'll have to.
Uh,
I didn't see that on your bio on X, so you'll have
no,
to.
no, no, I haven't added it to X, but ko dash fi.com/the Schleppy is my Ko-fi. I
You
need
can
to
put it in
set up a
the.
new goal.
You can link it in chat if you want. You can go ahead and put it in the chat. That way people can click on it directly instead of you just saying it. Um, but yeah, don't forget he has a. There you go. Look, there's his Ko-fi right there. I'll make sure that to add a list. You probably should get like I don't know if you've ever thought about it, but maybe you should try using a link tree so you can have all your places in one place so people don't have to. Because your bio is pretty busy with a lot of links and people might
Oh
get
yeah,
confused.
yeah, I guess so, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, I never even thought about that, like
yeah.
using a link tree and stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm so bad at
No,
this.
don't worry about it.
All I do is I turn on OBS, I title my stream, and then I hit start, and
No,
I just do what I want, you know.
yeah, don't worry about it. It's not
So
it's not about a right or wrong thing. It's like I was talking about Joe from earlier. Like I let him know about a link tree, and he finally got one. I was like, there you go, all in one place. I didn't bully him like he said. I didn't
right,
bully him like he said. I just mentioned to him. He's like, and he bullied me. He's making a joke about it, but it really is. It's a helpful tool. Think of it this way:
yeah,
it's a helpful
I'll have to
tool.
look into it after this, yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
set one up, I guess.
yeah.
I didn't
Because
really think about it because like most of my links I have in there usually it's just so people can get a hold of me if they want to play a
yeah,
game or something together, you know, because
yeah,
not everybody has Twitter or not everybody has this
yeah.
or that. Um, but yeah, I don't really have anything. I don't really have anything planned, I guess,
Yeah,
outside of more Arc Raiders, more Donald Trump plays Arc Raiders. Hopefully, it doesn't get flagged for policy violations again. And
Donald Trump got you flagged.
well, that was what the title of my stream was
uh,
that got deleted. It was titled um, Donald Trump plays Arc Raiders. So I was going around talking to people in the game and stuff, you know, and in Trump voice, you know. So that's how that went.
mhm.
But I also tend to just go on some rants here and there
Yeah,
throughout my stream, which that was probably what flagged it.
there you go. Thank you, Itch, for that. Much appreciated. No, hey, you know what? This is what this place is for, man. It's all about just chatting about whatever. But anyway, those are his links. Twitter X is also probably a good place to find him too, because communication wise, right?
Yeah,
But just
Twitter most definitely.
yeah. So those are his links right now. If you again, there's his Ko-fi as well if you want to look that up too. But if he ever does get that link tree, at least it'll be all in one place, and that way it'll be. It's a tool. It's just a tool to help it be easier for people to
Right.
find all your
So
stuff.
so if I do the link tree, I would just put the link tree link in, like, let's say my Twitter bio, and then this way people can just click on it and see all the
Yes.
links. Okay.
So like I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine when we get to that point. But it's really just a link to that. And what happens? You press that link, and it takes you to all your links within, and people can just press on that list of whatever which one they want, and it goes from there.
Okay.
It really it's sort of like it's just a one stop shop. It's basically
Okay.
what you're setting up. That way, it's not confusing because sometimes people can get confused. Not saying
Yeah.
everyone. There are some people who just they get confused, but it just helps clean things up a bit for your
Gotcha.
end. Right? Not nothing like nothing. You've not done anything wrong. This is not like to bat you over the head with anything. It's just like saying, hey, here's this simple. Here's this tool that kind of simplifies your look, and it's there if you want it.
Right.
It's there if you
Yeah.
want it.
No, I get it. I get it. Makes sense. Yeah.
Mm.
I thought, to be honest, I thought Linktree was only for people who do OnlyFans.
Oh
That's
no,
apparently all
that
you see on Linktree.
yeah, I've seen that too. But do not. It's like, yeah, don't think of it like that. Just I know what you're talking about, but don't think of it like don't think
Okay.
of it like that. Yeah, Duo says some people roll only on X. Some people wouldn't be caught dead in that cesspool. Yeah, like you said, it varies where people communicate from. I have people email, Discord, but majority of my communication is through X. So there's that. Uh, people can still follow. Yeah, if you get banned of Rumble, people can still follow. Yeah, well, hopefully, you never know because some people don't put all their. This is another thing too. I have with content creators like while there's like I don't promote my TikTok, that's because I just post my shorts there and leave it as is. But like a lot of content creators don't promote all the places they're on, and I can understand because that gets kind of hectic, whatever. But this goes back to why multi-platforming is such a big point now, is because while I understand people promote their home place, my issue is that your home place it's a main base, but it should always be considered a mobile home base rather than a permanent home base, because like we've just learned, whether it be YouTube, Twitch, or even Rumble, they can get rid of you for any reason.
Mhm.
And if you aren't aware of that, if, again, if you're not aware that it's a business, a platform is a business, and if you put all your eggs in one basket and they get smushed, I can't I
Right.
can't I personally will sit here right now and say I can't feel sorry for you.
Yeah, and that was the thing was as soon as I got removed from the creator program, that's when I started multi-streaming. I probably should have been multi-streaming before that, but at the same time,
Mm.
I've also talked with my brother about possibly setting up my own website so
Oh,
that I
nice.
can live stream from it and everything. This way,
Mm.
I'll just multi-stream to everything, and then stream a little bit here, a
Mm.
little bit there, and then the rest of it'll be on my website.
Mm.
Like a website where I can live stream from, so I can say and do whatever I want. I don't have people lurking in my stream trying to catch me getting do a clip out of context or something just because I
Yeah.
say some crazy stuff.
Yeah. BS. It's BS all around for that. But
Yeah,
people seem to have enough time to want to bring someone's downfall. So I guess they just
yeah,
don't have something better to do. But anyway, for my again, his links will be both on the Rumble side and YouTube side because I don't want to. We'll get into that. But for my end of things, whether you're on either end, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment or follow, anything that helps the engagement factor is much appreciated because not only does it help in being seen more, like all content creators want to be, it also helps in having other people on like the Schleppy, like Rants, like NGM Studios, like Fei Lee, and so many others. Again, over 300 various guests, and not all of them were content creators. Before anyone starts spewing that up, not everyone is a content creator that's on my show. I have people on who are not content creators at all, and it's still just as great as the time. So there's that. But any help with the engagement factor is much appreciated. Thank you. And of course, like let's see. And of course, here is my link tree. Okay, so that's my link tree right there. You click on it, you go there, it'll connect to my link tree, and you'll see all the links that are in my link tree. I probably have to update it soon, but I'm I haven't. It's been a while. But anyway, there's my link tree. You can find my email there. You can find my Twitter X there. I also have a link to Discord, but it's just a form of communication. I don't have a server. I don't have enough mental bandwidth to do all this stuff. Look, I'm already in enough people's servers. I don't need 101 servers to join. So it's a tool. I get it, but it's like at a certain point it becomes a ridiculous notion that everyone's doing a server, and yeah, I don't need to. It's just too much work for little return. So there's that. So you can go check it out, and a Rumble and YouTube links will be in there too. So if you want to check out my channels, that there you go. Thank you all so much. Now I do have a few things I do promote first, just two, because I'm not like an ad reader or whatever. I haven't when ad reads first came out on Rumble, I did read some through the Rumble Studio, but after that, I've never read an ad again because it's just not worth it, to be honest. There's no point in it unless you want the money from that. Then there you go. But the first one is so the first one is something that I use on a daily basis, and it's called Proton. Now, I don't know if any of you know what Proton is, but Proton is a very privacy oriented company stationed in Switzerland, where they have high privacy laws. But I use it on a daily basis, and they have something called Proton Mail, Proton VPN, self-explanatory, Proton Drive, and Proton Pass. Just a quick thing. Proton Mail is pretty much like I've had people who have it, use it, whatever, and they get little to no spam at all. So compared to like my AOL account, which I got rid of ages ago, there was spam almost every day in that account. Just every day, spam this, spam that, whatever. My Proton account, barely any. I probably maybe had one in the past 6 months. So if you want something that's kind of beneficial for that, there's that too. This is the Proton Unlimited plan, which encompasses all those four things I mentioned. Proton Drive is your you can store files and stuff, and they're encrypted, and they don't get used in being trained for like AI stuff and all that. So there's that, and the Proton Pass is a password manager, and a few things in the Proton Pass. Proton Pass you can lengthen or shorten whatever the password, but it also allows you to use something called an alias email. Now, for those who don't know, alias. So when you sign up for a like say Planet Fitness, right? You give them your email, right? Usually you give them the email you have and all this stuff. However, with Proton Pass and this alias email, guess what can happen? You can it will create an alias email for you, which will direct back to your actual account, but it won't use your actual email. So you can just have this made thing up. It works. It'll direct all any email back to you, but it won't be your actual email. And so if the company that you've used this email on decides to act up or whatever, you can just delete it and you won't get anything from them again.
Hmm.
So there's that. So there's a lot of good stuff. Again, the link is right there. You can check it all out. What all each different because there's more detailed information. So if you want to take the time to kind of look through it, it's yours to take. And if you do take it up for the Proton Unlimited, you can get like 30% off yearly. Again, this is the plan I have. I just promote it because it encompasses all that, but there are different savings for like the individual ones as well. I'll probably switch it up soon for trying, but I use them. I believe in what they're trying to do. Any of you believe in like the privacy stuff? Look, internet, nothing's 100%. All right, nothing's 100% privacy. Nothing's 100% security, but there are companies the Proton does its best to at least do so. And as far as I've seen, a lot of people that use it that have come in chat or been on the show have really enjoyed it. I have had no issues with it. So it's right there for you to try. They do have free versions of stuff, but you get more with the paid stuff. That's how it works. But anyway, links in the chat or links in the chat and the description on both ends. So don't worry if you don't know which one to go to. And then of course the last piece I promote is something called Biltong USA. Now, Biltong, for those who don't know, Biltong is a South African snack. It's a meat snack basically. But funny enough, I actually got to have on the gentleman. His name is Anton, who runs this business with his wife Nicole. I got to have him on. We got to talk about it. He's the one actually from South Africa because he came over here on business for like tech business and all that stuff, and he met his wife and that whole shindig. But they run a business in Texas. They run this business in Texas, and you can go to the site and you'll see, of course, the biltong. I enjoy it. I'm waiting for my order, but because of the weather, it might take a while. So I'm like, please.
Dang.
But they also sell other stuff like sweets and treats from the UK. They sell sweets and treats from South Africa. So again, if you want to check it out for yourself, the link is right there. And if you decide to buy something from it, you can use code Dara to save 10%. Now I know people say, well, 10% is not enough. Guess what? 10% is better than 0%, right? Especially if you buy something small. So again, code Dara saves 10%. Biltong USA, great people. It's a family-oriented business. They're in Texas, and it's made in America. And who doesn't love to buy made in America, right? So there's that.
Yep.
So those are my two things. I'm done spewing the spiel or whatever. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't do the ad read stuff, but I do promote those two things because I use them and I eat them. So there you go.
Right on. Yeah, I was
And,
gonna say it's not the first time I heard biltong. You know,
yeah.
I first heard about biltong from Eric John, pizza artist.
Yep. Yep. He.
I thought it was seriously. I didn't think it was like some sort of beef jerky or something like that. I thought it was like like I thought it was actually tongs.
No.
Like that's what I thought it was at first.
it's just. It's just the name of it. No, it's it. I. I have a hard time seeing it as beef jerky because it's air dried. So it's like it's spices and it's air dried meat. It's not like the store bought beef jerky, which
Right.
is store bought beef jerky is more unhealthy for you. This has like a few items and then it's done. And then it's done. It's like
That was
salt and all
bizarre.
this stuff.
Nub
No
club.
nub club, no mug
Yeah,
club.
that's what I call because I had like I said I have half a thumb, so my like mascot is Nubby. So
Mm,
like you know how like Soundboard Lord, he's got the short bus. You know, jump on the short bus and subscribe. You know, like that. So like mine is the
mm,
Nub Club. So all everybody who subscribed to my channel, they're nublets. You know.
nublets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at
Yeah. I think
oh,
it's silly. It's silly, but
you,
thank you to Cyber Valkyrie for coming up with that one. She helped
nice.
me. She helped me come up with that idea.
The girls are nublets. That's a little weird. But have you ever tried to do that thumb trick where you're just like,
You mean like this,
yeah.
right?
Oh my gosh! Look at that. That's amazing. How did you?
Yeah. It's probably my only talent, to be honest. Is that right there?
That'd be
Hey,
so.
that's what you could do when you have half a thumb. You
Funny.
know.
Was it like a birth defect or was that like an accident that happened?
Oh, it was an accident. It
Oh.
was it was a table saw
Oh.
accident.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh. Oh. Oh.
yeah.
Ooh. Oh man.
I
Oh.
was 16 when it happened too. So like,
Oh man.
and I remember everything about it. Like the morning, my mom called me and told me like, hey, uh, where I was working under the table, obviously. But
Yeah.
like when you're 16 and you're making $300 a week under the table, I mean, you ain't gonna complain, right?
Oh
So,
yeah. Yeah.
but the table saw the power button was stuck on, so the only way to turn it on and off was to unplug it. And
Oh.
like I'm riding my bike in, and
Mm.
I had a serious gut feeling that something terrible was gonna happen today. And then
Oh.
no more than 15 minutes after being there, that happened because
Oh.
like I didn't want to unplug the table saw and then wait for it to stop spinning. And I didn't. It never once crossed my mind to use like an extra piece of wood or something to get the
Yeah.
wood away from the blade. But I was like, that's not that close. I could probably just stick my thumb in and flip it
Nope.
away. And nope.
Nope. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah.
That's a 16-year-old thinking right there. Man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh man. That's
Yep.
how many stitches?
Um. 7.
Well, that's not too bad. But still
Yeah.
it's like
So like I still have the knuckle.
okay. So you still
Still
have
have like the
something, but
knuckle.
you
Yeah.
just don't have the
I literally lost like the cuticle.
yeah.
It's hard for me to like
No, you're
I lost the cuticle.
yeah. No, that's
Just at the cuticle.
yeah.
And like the way it happened is like the blade ripped all the nerve endings and everything out of the tip of the thumb. Or
Ugh,
else they
that's
would have
awful.
or else they
Mm.
would have tried to reattach it.
Ugh.
So
Ugh.
like so like on it I have like nerves from this side are crossed over, and
Mm-hmm.
then nerves from this side are crossed over here. So like, and yeah, I do have phantom limb. Like sometimes I'll
Yeah.
get like, you know how you get an itch on your right on your the edge of your fingernail, like I guess your cuticle, right? You'll
Yeah.
get an itch there. I
Mm-hmm.
get that itch, but there's no way for me to itch it.
Yeah.
It just itches, and I got to deal with it for a few minutes, and then
Yeah.
after that, it's fine. But
Yeah, you gotta. It's one of those things where, I mean, luckily, it didn't do much more damage because you could have, in a small way, could have lost your life, with that. But I mean, uh, beyond that point, I mean, that's, luckily it just took the tip of your thumb and you're here.
yeah,
But yeah, no, that's crazy, man. That is, but like yeah, I can't disagree. $300 underneath the table a week. I mean, that's
yeah, and
16.
all I had to do was cut wood on the table saw. Like, just prep wood for the boxes, like, the wood boxes that we made.
Yeah.
That was it.
Jeez, that was a
And,
different time back then, though.
dude, and I tried so many times to not have to be on the table saw, just to be like, "Hey, can I, like, just use the nail gun and make the boxes? I don't feel comfortable on the table saw." And the guy's just like, "You could do it, don't worry."
Yeah.
So, I did that for about a month and a half before that happened. That was
Wow.
during summertime too when I was out of school.
Wow.
So,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
it sucked. I'll tell you that right now, it really sucked.
Even for three
But,
hundred
like,
bucks, huh?
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because I have an issue, man, like, when playing, like, using a controller.
uh,
So, like, using a controller, my thumb it'll start to slip
oh yeah,
on the controller.
yeah,
Um, like, I can't twiddling my thumbs isn't as cool anymore because it's not a full
yeah,
thumb, it's kinda like cheating,
yeah,
you know? So, I mean, other than that, like, I did try using it before, like, when my daughter was a little younger, I tried using it to tell her, like, "Hey, you gotta stop sucking on your thumb or else you're gonna lose it like me," you know? Like, that's how I lost my thumb. I lost it because I sucked on my thumb too long and it fell off,
Oh
and
my
that didn't work,
gosh.
obviously, but yeah.
Like what? Like that's like, hey kids, look what happened to dad when he sucked his thumb too much.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know I tried to use it, like, in that sense, and nah, my daughter being blonde, I
Yeah.
assumed she'd be dumb enough to fall for it, but she was just like, "Nah. Nah, I don't believe you."
Yeah.
So,
Dad, she's like, Dad, I love you, but not this time.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, we tried, man, we tried, but she just wasn't having it. So, that
Oh,
was that was an interesting thing.
that's too funny. Well, it's
Yeah.
so like, is it only the one, or do you have more than just the one kid?
Uh, oh, kid? Yeah,
Hmm.
I just have the one
Hmm.
kid. I would say I have a stepdaughter, but,
Right. Complicated.
I never actually, like, legally adopted her
Ah,
when we
okay.
were married, so
Mm-hmm.
she's not legally a stepdaughter, she's just my ex-wife's first kid, you know?
Mm,
But
understandable. Which sucks.
yeah.
Which, which sucks. But it's nice that you have that sort of thing because I know it doesn't always work out, especially when you have to deal with divorce, which is always a messy business, even for the children. But there was um, a while back. It's been a long time since I even talked to them, but there's a husband and wife I knew. They were family friends. Um, because they're I think one of their daughters went on the swim team that my siblings had gone on in the past. But they were divorced, but they were still together to take care of the kids. So, like, they were doing the co-parenting thing or whatever, and they seemed to be better off separate than to together. But it was always weird because they just they just so worked so well together, even separate. It was just like, well, I guess maybe there was something else that happened that was like the reason why you guys had gotten divorced. But they just had two daughters together, and
Mhm.
they would go and work out at a gym just fine, and it was all that. But yeah, it's a very messy ordeal, and it especially gets worse when a child gets involved and Lord knows there are people out there who use their children like pawns in a game against the
Yeah.
other person.
Yeah, it was I wouldn't say it wasn't like a messy divorce or anything like that, like
Mm,
but yeah, my daughter definitely she was a little confused cuz she was probably like 5, four and a
mm,
half, 5 maybe when this happened. It happened we got divorced like a month or 2 before Trump was elected in 2016.
wow.
So, yeah, that, but, I think she understands now, you know what I
Mm,
mean? She's almost 15, I think she'll be
wow.
15 this year,
Mm,
but, yeah, yeah, it wasn't that messy of a divorce only because, like, me and my ex-wife, we, kinda agreed, uh, like, she can claim her on the taxes if I don't have
mm.
to pay child support.
Oh,
And the judge was okay with that and went through with it, so that worked,
yeah.
you know,
That.
because because my dad ended up in jail for a little while for like back owed child
Taxes.
support.
Oh,
Like
okay.
he went to jail for a month or two for not paying child support or something like that.
Mm,
So I thought about it in that situation, like, well, I don't want to go to jail, so
mm,
like maybe there's a way we can do this where like if you just claim her and I don't have to pay child support ever,
mm.
then I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
So she was cool with that. So
yeah.
that's
And
how
like,
that's how it ended up working out, you know.
yeah. It's many certainly not something that happens to a lot of people.
Mhm.
But I mean that before a month before Trump gets in office, that's something, right? That's timing on its own right there.
Yeah. Yeah, and and probably since that moment, like since the moment of, my ex-wife leaving me and divorcing and all that stuff, like that's
Mhm,
probably what changed me and made me who I am now today.
mhm,
Where it's like I don't give a hell what I like. I'll say whatever I want to say. If I want to
mhm.
say the N word, I'm going to say the N word. I don't care. You know, I tell people all the time, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Like, and
Uh-huh.
if words are hurting you, you probably shouldn't be here in America.
Right.
You know what I mean? America
Right.
is free speech, and if
Mhm,
a word offends you, you have more mental issues than you want to believe. You know what I
mhm,
mean? Because it's just words. It's
mhm.
just words. I'm not physically hurting somebody. You know. Um. So that's just how I am though with it.
Right.
I know some people won't. Some people will be like, "Oh, you shouldn't say that," or
Mhm.
this and that. And it's like, well, don't tell me what to say.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what I can and can't say. I know
Mhm,
I live here in America. I know the First Amendment.
mhm,
It's freedom of speech.
mhm,
If you don't like it, you can leave,
mhm. Yeah.
So, yeah, it was just a weird timing cuz like and like with Trump being elected in 2016, man, like I called him the comedian in chief
Mhm.
cuz back then it was just funny watching him
Yeah.
doing the debates and everything, like just everything he said it was almost practically funny.
Yeah.
So, that's why I always called him the comedian in chief. Now, this second go around is not as funny as the first time, like the first time he was just ragging on Hillary, ragging on what Jeb Bush,
Yeah,
or
Jewish.
look, he was ragging on everybody, and it was just so funny, man.
uh, uh, it's I remember it was no, then it was like Ted Cruz, Lion Ted.
Yeah, Lion Ted Cruz,
Like, and
uh,
now he's what was it? No, little, then it was little Mark Rubio, but now,
Little Marco,
yeah,
little Marco.
yeah, and now he's Secretary of State for Trump.
Yep. Now we got all these people in that he was always making fun of. I mean, obviously, uh, DeSanctimonious did not get in.
Yeah,
Fucking that was one he didn't bring on board, which I thought was kind of hilarious. He didn't bring
Ron.
Ron DeSantis in,
Yeah.
like, and dude, like it's just the times the times we live in are it's just a weird time.
Yeah.
It almost feels like people say it feels like we're living in a simulation,
Hmm.
and it kind of does in a
Hmm.
sense
Yeah.
because of that.
Well,
So,
I think and Alaska Man Jeff says the tongue is more dangerous than any sword. A single word can start a war, destroy a man, sabotage a plan, but it also can build. Well, you had some rhyming there for a little while: war, man, plan, and then build up. But yeah, that's true. That is true. What does it say? The pen is mightier than the sword and all that stuff. But
mhm,
um, certainly, certainly, I think there's a point to be made of people can say something that like in the sense of freedom of speech, but it can become unintentional collateral because words can do damage to some degree on an internal
yeah,
level. Not everyone is on the same plateau as you, the individual, are. So there is that, but
right,
it's not like it's not in a mean sense of like you can't say anything at all. It's more of like picking your battles, if that makes
hmm.
sense, right?
Well, like
Picking,
as we saw with the Charlie Kirk situation, you know what I
yeah.
mean? People calling him a Nazi and this and that constantly, and then look at what happened to poor Charlie Kirk.
Well, and the point of Charlie Kirk is that he was doing something that invited public what's the
Discourse.
discourse, right?
Yeah.
Well, he did it inside buildings too, but he did outside. And so the thing of it is, with a big a name as he is, with the I don't want to say controversy, but just like of what he was, it's not unsurprising that something like that happened, just because you already have one side accusing people who are calling them Nazis or whatever and all that stuff. So you do have this point where it um, comes this thing where, in essence, the words being used do become weapons of sort, and
Hmm.
eventually got someone killed. Um, but it's not for me. It's not unfathomable. Of he got shot. It's just sad that he did. It's just sad he did because even
Yeah.
though he was a big figure, because he was,
Hmm.
it still could have happened because of that big what he was trying to do in open discourse and just the big name. 'Cause it's just how it
Right.
is. Um, who the other details, those are can be judged or biased or whatever. But at the end of the day, though, I just don't see it as too much of a surprise because when you're that big and you're trying to do something that's very open discourse and people hate you, people love you, all that stuff, you start coming back to human nature, and that's a whole ball game. It just gets messy. It
Yeah.
just gets messy. Alaska
Yeah.
Man Jeff says if you want poetry, you have to ask before I post. Well, you lost that ability to be asked now, so no more being asked. But it was a tragedy. It definitely was a tragedy, but I can't I can't say that it was a surprise. It was a surprise in the moment, but I can't say it was a surprise because of how, again, I don't want to say controversial, but how famous he was and how open
Hmm.
he was for open discourse.
Yep.
At that point, it does start becoming a thing where it does become invited. But I mean, he stood his ground, right? He stood his ground. He stood on his principles, which I think a lot of people would agree with and want the same as well. It's just at certain points, those things, if you do get to that scale, may end up costing you your life.
Right.
Remember what we're saying is freedom is not free, or freedom is not free. Well, that's the cost right there.
Yeah.
That's the cost. Trump, right? When he got shot
Hmm.
in the air, that was the cost. And he survived, thank goodness, but that was the cost,
Yeah.
right? And it's not saying he's free and clear either, because you know he may be in the White House, but it's not like there are people out there trying to get at him.
Right.
Um, Same with what's another person that would be good to I'm trying to think of someone who actually was trying to be hit at or whatever. There's somebody probably will come to mind later, but I just I think that's where, again, going back to picking your battles is going to be most effective because, listen, I think people tend to forget we're all tribalistic in some manner. Human beings are tribalistic, and you're not going to get rid of that no matter what you try to do. You can try the religious aspect, but people are going to make camps of their own in that. You can try, you know, groups and platforms and all that stuff. That's still going to be tribalistic. We're all tribalistic, and there's not really much of getting around that. But it doesn't mean that it's like a bad sort of thing. It's not all bad. It's just it's how we are. Um,
Yeah.
so, but no, I really do think you getting that voice down. You getting that Trump voice down pretty well, good sir.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing it. I could only do certain words,
Right.
like you can only do certain words. But then you like I want to say I did it so long, in like multiple days back to back that my throat started to hurt
Yeah.
from doing it. But
Mm,
it's like it doesn't really hurt my throat. Like I don't get a sore throat anymore from doing it because I've
yeah.
done it so much now,
Yeah.
and yeah, like, that's probably been some of the funnest interactions I've had too, like, in our creators, like, when I'm playing some games is doing that. So,
Yeah. Have you
like,
ever? Oh god.
well, I was just gonna say, like, when I come across people in our creators and stuff, and I have my characters set to look like I try to make them look like Donald Trump as much as possible,
Right.
tell them, like, "How are you doing today, fine citizen of Esperanza?" And, 'cause, like, like, in that game, the home like, the base that you go to is called Speranza, but Donald Trump, he'd add the E to the begin like, Donald Trump, he'd call it Esperanza.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll talk to people like that in the chat, and then they'll either start laughing or they'll start doing their Trump impersonation back
Right.
at me, like, it's so fun, like, it's funny that, like, the man can be so hated and loved at the same time that even if you hate him,
Mm,
I guarantee if you hate Donald Trump, you still can do it. You'll still laugh doing the Trump. You could still do a
yeah.
Trump impersonation. So
I remember her name. Her name was Stormy Daniels. She owes me much money. All the money she owes.
yeah, we're gonna release the Epstein files. Don't worry. Pam Bundy, she's on it. She's on it.
more like Butney, more like Pam Butney. That'd be too funny.
Yeah,
I bring in Pam Butney. She's like one of the greatest. Does all the great work. She doesn't sit on her butt like everyone calls it. She's Pam Butney.
Melania. I love Melania. I tell her every day, Melania, how did Barron come out? How did such a big baby come out of that? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
We're gonna have a Trump off soon here. I remember the time I heard someone try to do my voice, and I said, "That's a 5 out of 10."
right? Yeah, I remember seeing a clip of Donald Trump talking to somebody or
uh,
talking about someone, and they did, like, their Trump impersonation to him, and he's just like, "It's the best Trump he's like, "The best Trump impersonation I've ever heard," you know? Like, dang, to be told by Trump himself, like, "You're the best Trump impersonation I've ever heard." It's kinda funny.
well,
I mean,
it's
I
funny.
know he didn't say that to me, but I mean, like, there was a clip
Yeah,
I saw of him talking about someone that did it.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I can't remember who it was. I wanna say it was a comedian that was doing it, and
I, I,
that's
I.
what he had said.
Oh, oh, oh. Shane. What was his name?
Gillis.
Gillis. That's
Shane
right.
Gillis.
Yep.
My favorite Downs comedian. Yeah.
he does
Yeah.
a he does a really good one. He
Yeah, he
really does a
does.
good one.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the Kill Tony thing where they had brought him and a guy who did Joe Biden out,
Yeah,
and he
Adam
was.
Ray. Adam Ray was Joe Biden. Yeah, I remember dude, I watched that one. Yeah, that was funny. Bro, that
I
was some of the funniest stuff, man.
I remember the real tits. I tried them backstage. They're real.
Yep, yeah, I remember that, yeah. Talking about the little hot blonde chick that's bringing him drinks all the time, yeah. They're not fake. Donald Trump loves not fake boobs.
No,
Yeah.
it was like he's like it was like some like oh coming from Mexico, the boobs are so small. You know you get.
I don't have small hands. My hands are huge.
Oh my gosh, hold on. See, can't I'm pretty sure.
I remember I remember watching the whole thing live, but then like a few days later they had like the compilation of just him and Adam Reyes Biden doing the like just a compilation where it's just them, the cuts of them talking, and you don't have to watch all the random, you know,
Yeah,
people coming up there on stage and stuff.
yeah. Here we go. I think I found it. Okay, yeah. Don't tell me you got experiencing interruption.
Like I want to say there was one that Shane Gillis did where it was like Donald Trump does speed dating or something like that
Yeah.
from one
Yep.
of
There
his
was.
from his shows or something like
Yeah.
that. That was some funny stuff too.
Yeah.
You know,
There's this one. So we won't do the whole thing, but uh, here we
like
go.
oh man, I need to be able to like I think that's why I'm growing my hair back out. I'm gonna try to get like a Trump hairstyle going. I
He
gotta.
he most likely had
Oh
the
yeah,
like
yeah, for sure. Definitely
yeah
has a wig. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So what a wonderful city that is. Great city now. Homeless. This guy's dad. Ruining it. Ruining New York. You have a lot of work to do. You should stop collecting bugs and get a job. I mean, what are you doing?
Oh, that
That's
was
what I'm
right.
saying. I think that's who Trump was talking about too. Like,
Yeah.
he definitely Shea Gillis has probably got the best Trump impersonation in my opinion.
Yeah.
Crowder's up there. I'd say Crowder has a pretty good Trump impersonation.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, let's see if we can't find Steven Crowder.
Someone that I've been someone that I play games with Soundboard Lord, like me and him when we're playing Arc Raiders or something, we'll both be talking his Trump voice.
But it
People
feels
in
very
game, so
natural. It's not like
Dang it! Stop. Yeah. Crowder. What is that? That's hella good. I need to watch that. Yeah. No,
definitely check it out if you want to. CG, look up the best of.
yeah. Best of Shane Gillis Trump. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Can you can do that on YouTube pretty well, but on Rumble that's sort of like a lost cause. I think this is a Halloween because they're dressed
Yeah.
up. So it's only 43 seconds, but let's see.
but it feels very natural. It's not like you're just trying to do something. You're just talking, and then you go into it. Like Trump, a lot of times you start talking, and then you're like, "Excuse me,"
Yeah.
and you just like go into. it.
There's a
I
perfect
can't do
example.
it.
If I were to do an accurate Trump, okay?
Yeah.
An accurate Trump is not as funny.
Right.
Kind of like the Bernie is not as
Oh, the
funny.
Bernie
when
one
it's
is
accurate,
hilarious.
Right? So we did the Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
But if you really look, if you're not going cartoonish with Donald Trump, it's not really as severe as people when they're giving a speech, folks. That sounds more like actual, right? That sounds more like actual Donald Trump. But then you turn it up a little bit nasally and make it a little more cartoonish because it's more fun to do. You like it.
Now,
Yeah.
that was 4 years ago, but still, I mean, he's gotten
Yeah,
better,
he's
but
gotten better at it now. Yeah. Yeah,
It's-
that's what I'm
it's
saying.
funny.
Like you just practice it a little bit, and you'll have it down no time.
Oh yeah.
Like I
No,
said,
that's-
I know mine's not the best. I know I was doing it the other day, and Fodub came into my chat. And he was like, your voice sounds too raspy,"
yeah.
and I was just like, I mean, hey, everybody's got their style, but
You should
I
just
try to
reply.
work on it.
you should have replied back and stuff. Well, at least I'm not your mom, and she's very raspy indeed.
Oh. Yeah, and you know what? It almost feels like if you don't do the hands, If you
Yeah.
don't do the hand gesture, it feels
Yeah.
like you're not doing a good enough Trump impersonation. You know,
Yeah.
like
No, you gotta.
if
You
I
gotta.
just if I just do this with my hands and go, you know how it is, it doesn't feel right. But if I'm like, it's the greatest.
It's the.
You
There
gotta
you
do the
go.
hands. If you don't do the
Gotta-
hands, like yeah, it's
Someone.
some of the fun. It's probably the funnest thing to do, man. It's like doing the Trump impersonation and um like doing it in games
Yeah.
to people randomly. That's probably what makes Arc Raiders such a great game is all
Get some.
all the what's it the proximity chat and
Oh
the
yeah.
interactions that you come across with it. Yeah.
Yeah. I Oh, what was it? There was. Oh, that's right. There were videos in the past that I remember seeing. It was like AI. Like AI had done the voice of, you could do like Joe Biden and Obama and Trump playing a game, and they're responding back to each other.
Oh yeah. They're playing Minecraft and stuff like that. I think it was Trump and Barack play Minecraft,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
What up, Tommy? We're talking about Trump
You
impersonations.
ginger people, you British people. Don't get me started on the Brits. They're the worst.
I've never seen a Brit be a par, and like they say they say they have speech, but all I see them is having gulags and a guillotine. That's all.
We have a president here in the U.S., the great U.S. of A. But over there, across the pond, they have a queen, or I guess a king.
Yeah.
Who knows?
They have a king who acts like a queen.
Right? Yeah.
Funny enough,
They have a lizard person that controls them. A lizard person.
yeah.
You know who he is. He drinks the blood.
EJ. It's funny though. They can't say this kind of stuff, but we can. We can get
Yep.
anus. That's the UK. There you go. Well, it's spelled with a K instead of a S. So there you go. UK. But yeah, they get in trouble for speaking against. They get in trouble for speaking against the king. And we can though. We can look. Hey, we did a Boston Tea Party against your King George. We'll throw that. We'll throw Charles under with them.
Right.
Now, I will say this though. Prince William seems like to be one of the more respectful ones. Because no, wait, is it Prince? Is Prince Harry the redheaded one?
Yeah.
No.
Prince Harry's the ginger one that has the black lady as a wife that is a victim,
Semi-black.
apparently.
She's semi-black. It's a
Yeah,
festering.
she's half black, half victim.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man.
And she's part woman too. That's more
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah, and like, dude, that episode of South Park where they're making fun of Prince Harry and whatever her dumb name is, but like
Meghan Markle.
we want our privacy, but like they're in your face and shouting about how they want their privacy and asking like trying to make you notice them so then they can tell you that they want privacy. It's like, well, listen, you're a big famous TV star or something like that is what Meghan Markle was. Like she was on a show or something, and it's like,
And I believe she was married to a baseball player too.
what a surprise. What a surprise.
Sometimes the halfies, they like their baseball players because they can run long and they make lots of money.
We call those half-bloods.
Well, you know what the Japanese do worse for their own, so
Yeah.
no big deal.
Yeah, and that's what's so funny about the Trump impersonation too is like sometimes I'll just accidentally go into it and not try, or I'll just be talking normal like this, but doing like, you know how it is. Just people don't like it. And, like I'm talking like Donald Trump, but I'm not doing Trump voice, so it's kind of weird. So it's just something that I accidentally slip into sometimes, and I don't mean to. You know.
Yeah, but it's fun to do though. It's still fun to do.
Yeah, it's super fun, and people who don't like Trump, if they haven't tried to do a Trump impersonation, they don't understand the fun they're missing. Like they're missing out on some fun. Like, sure, go ahead and hate Donald Trump, but try doing his voice once. See how fun it is, because it's super fun, super fun.
Yeah.
Some say super duper.
Well, the real question is it easier to do a Trump impression or a Oprah impression?
This is my Oprah impression. Wah, wah, wah. Like, yeah, let's do another victim. Yeah, sure.
I was just gonna go like, you get a car, everyone gets a car, but you must pay taxes on it.
Right. Yeah, that was her whole spiel. Like, everybody, look under your chair.
Uh-huh.
It's like, okay, what did we get? You look under your chair. It's a book. All right, cool. What book is it? It's my book. It's my book. You can now read about my problems. And it's like, what?
See, now you could put Trump in that situation too. Look under the chair. What do you see? That's right. It's Daddy's Trump book. That's right. Daddy
Right.
Trump has brought.
Look under your chair, folks. Guess what's there? A stimulus check. Yes, that's correct. A stimulus check. A $10 stimulus check.
Yeah.
We're going to buy Greenland. Or is it Iceland? I don't know. One of them.
It's filled with ice either way, though.
Right. So, yeah,
But-
it's just it's definitely one of the funnest things to do. I'll tell you that much. Like,
Mhm.
like at first I felt silly doing a Trump impersonation voice, because I'm like, mine's not that good,
Mhm.
and I can only do like a few words. But then after doing it for a little bit, it's like it's actually funner
Yeah.
to do Trump voice.
Itchbin says my Oprah impression. Get me some water. My roots are dry.
What the hell?
He says Oprah, so I'm not sure if he meant Oprah or not.
Oh, I guess it is Oprah. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, what's Oprah sounds like Bizarro for Superman.
Right? Bizarro Oprah.
You owe me a car. You owe me a car. Everyone owe me car.
Right? Underneath your seats, it's not just it's a receipt for what you owe me. You know?
You
So
just-
like, yeah.
Well, where did this opera? Oh, opera.
Now it's opera.
My
No.
opera impression. That's got to be some heavy singing
It's
there.
OHPRA, ogre. Not opera or Oprah or opera.
Listen, chat, we're going to learn all about spelling in a few seconds.
Right? Today's word of the day, Oprah. Oprah is how it's spelled. Oprah.
No, you could have it be like Sesame Street. Oprah starts with the letter O. Oh my goodness, Oprah's a problem. Oh my goodness, that's too funny. But yeah, it's just funny to right. You see a lot of comedians do it, but regardless, shrugs. He just shrugs at a certain point. He just shrugs. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the best when you know. That's when you know. But regardless, it is getting to be the top of the hour again. And so what's gonna happen is what's gonna happen at the last hour. We're gonna do a little promotion stuff, but also after that we're gonna start winding down, because not only do I have to set up for tomorrow's stream, but I have to start getting going to bed. So because I gotta wake up real early in the morning, because I got a lot of not snowing outside right now, but it was snowing out earlier. So. Oh boy, that was fun. But anyway,
I'm hoping it snows where I'm at in Alabama, man. That'd be nice.
Did you get the freezing rain or no?
No, I think today, like when I woke up this morning around like maybe 7, 8 a.m., it was like 25 degrees outside, but no snow.
Oh.
No snow. Yeah. I'm waiting for it to snow so I can get some pictures and send them to my daughter, because like, I lived in Florida for my entire life, never once seen snow, and I moved up here, uh, not last year, but the year before. So I moved to Bama in 2024,
Okay.
November of 2024, and like somewhere in January it snowed, and that was the first time I ever seen snow.
Wow.
Yeah. And you gotta think, I'll be 39 this year, so I was 37, 38 when
Mhm.
I first seen snow for the first time in my life, and I was just like, this is wild. Like,
Yeah.
this is what snow is?
Yeah.
Holy cow, man. So like my daughter wants to come up here my daughter wants to see snow too. She's never seen snow her entire life either. But I mean, her entire life is only 14 years, so
Yeah.
but
Well, and supposedly they're supposed to be getting snow in Florida,
yeah,
sometime this
probably
week.
up by the Panhandle area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, still, that's not bad for Florida right there, getting it in the Panhandle. Because I mean, what Georgia's gotten all that stuff, but yeah, I think a lot of people are, at least in that regard, are dealing with like the freezing rain and all that stuff, which is a lot more
Mhm.
dangerous, but still getting dumped snow. But hopefully next week it'll start warming up. Like I keep seeing Futurecast, but it always changes every day, so who knows? But regardless, let's see. Where did I put
10
it?
to 14 inches.
That's what she said. 10 to
That's
40.
what that's what Barack Obama likes. He likes 10 to 14 inches. We all know Big Mike. Big Mike.
Oh goodness. But you know what? There you go. That's how you can promote yourself. Give Trump a little give Trump the promotional end there. Go for it.
Right? Be sure to follow me on rumble.com. The Schleppy. And let's see. Uh I don't know. I just brain farted. I'm totally, like I said, this
Yeah.
isn't my thing. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
Some people say it's the best thing, but I say it's not my thing.
I think you get
Um
the start of something good though. At least you get the start of something. That's the important part.
yeah. Um be sure to check out my channel. I will be doing more Trump more Trump streams. People love the Trump. People love it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um
I know, and if you treat him right, he'll read the $20 chat. So do a great Trump impression and be like, "There's someone who likes to give money to the president right there. Thank you very much."
right. Thank you for the $20 stimulus rant.
See, there you go. The
Yeah.
ideas are flowing. The ideas are flowing.
Yeah,
But
I do plan on doing more like I do plan on doing more stuff.
mm,
Maybe at 900 followers I'll make sure I got like the Trump look. Get like a
yeah, you gotta get a nice
suit and
tie.
tie.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, suit and tie. You don't forget that. And then you gotta look
Yep.
just a little bronzing. All right, just a little bronzing to make you look like you're Carrot Top to some degree, but not that Carrot Top. All right.
Yeah.
Um, but again, all his links are there. Obviously, there's a Ko-fi one. I'll bring that up shortly. But hopefully you'll find Linktree to be more helpful than just doing all this,
Yeah.
posting this link stuff. Because
Yeah, I will definitely be doing that after this.
yeah,
Figuring that out.
it just cleans things up, and I'll help where I can. But all those links there, and again, if you can also find him on his X too. Rumble may be his place, but it's always good to have a communicative area too as well, if you want to find out what he's up to. Otherwise, he'll just be like speaking to a void, uh, especially with all the other stuff. So there's that. But they'll be both on the Rumble side and YouTube side, because I am not a one platform person. So check them out on either end. So there you go. Yeah, and I actually found your YouTube on the YouTube one as well. So I was like, forgot to add that
Yeah.
as well.
I have YouTube. I have YouTube. I have Twitch.
Yeah,
I have YouTube, Twitch. I have a Kick, but for some reason it doesn't ever seem to, like, when I'm doing the multi-streaming,
yeah,
it's always saying connecting, uh, reconnecting. It's always giving me an issue with that.
yeah,
Um, just the other day, I went to do my stream,
mm,
and my Twitch stream on the multi stream thing, it wasn't connecting. I was getting like a 400 error or something like that.
yeah.
So I'm thinking
The
maybe
bet.
I'm banned from streaming on Twitch. I don't know, because like just because I'm streaming on those platforms doesn't mean I'm gonna watch what I say and
Yeah,
watch what I do. I still watch and like I still do whatever I want and say whatever I want,
yeah. Well,
whether or not. So I've gotten many
mhm,
many emails back from YouTube and Twitch recently saying like this VOD is not where you have to remove this VOD or we have to remove this because of that. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, I'm not going to change it. I'm going to continue to like. I'm not going to change the way I talk because I'm on 2 other platforms.
Yeah. Great.
So
But we also have to be mindful, like for Twitch as well. Like if your bit rate is high for the Twitch side, it won't go through as well. So also be mindful of that as too, because I've seen
yeah,
that.
I had to change that recently. So
Mhm,
I had it set for 10K
mhm.
on OBS, and then I changed it to I think 8 or 9K.
Yeah. Yeah, you just experiment with it because I believe the last time I saw them, they were talking about doing like the 1080. No, the I think they're doing like the 4K testing or something like that. It was like the 1440,
Hmm.
but they were still doing testing for stuff like that. So you always have to be mindful. But regardless, it's still good to try the places, and if it doesn't work out,
Yeah.
well then there you go. At least you learned. But again, here's Schleppy's Ko-fi. That will be. I'll try to add that later. And if you want to send me you can actually send me the link to your Ko-fi in the DMs later, and I can just try to add that
Okay.
afterwards. But yeah, so there's this Ko-fi if you want to support the Schleppy and him not being tied down by all that stuff. You can go to the Ko-fi and seem to be treating him pretty well. So there you go for that. But those are all his stuff. But for my I gotta take this down. There we go. But for my end of things, whether you're on the Rumble side, whether on the YouTube side, doesn't matter which side you're on because I stream to both. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment or follow, anything that helps with the engagement factor, because not only does it help in being seen more, like all content creators to some degree want to be, but it also helps in having other people on, like the Schleppy, like Tomby, like Alaska Man Jeff, like so many other people. Over 300 various guests have been on DaraChat, the place where we converse about whatever comes our way. It's not an interview, so be mindful of that. But regardless, I still enjoy everyone I get to have on, creator or not. Creator or not. So any help with the engagement factor is much appreciated. And of course, I've got to go back and look for my. Oh, hold on. I passed. There we go. This is my Linktree link. Go there. You'll find my Twitter X, my email, a link to Discord, but just for DMing, and of course my Rumble and YouTube link are there as well. All my goodies are there. If you want to find where else I'm at, bada bing, bada boom. That's your link to go to. So there's that. Quickly going through, I am part of Proton's partner program. I am uh, I promote it because I use it as well, but they offer a lot of neat stuff for like privacy oriented and all that. So you can go to that link right there. You can check it out. You can see more detail about what they're about. And if you decide to take up the offer, well, there you go. You can save 30% off on the yearly basis. So links right there. Give it a look. If it's worth it to you, great. If not, it's an option to have in your pocket. Always good to have options in your pocket in case you're like, well, I can't find anything else. What about this one thing? There you go. The last thing I promote is Biltong USA. Biltong, of course, is a South African snack. I was going to say treat, but it's not sweet. Maybe. I don't know. But the point of the matter is, though, is that they can go to the website. You'll see they sell biltong, but they sell more than that. They sell sweets and treats from the UK and also stuff from South Africa as well. So if you want to take a look, I've had the gentleman on, the main gentleman. His name is Anton. He and his wife work this small business in Texas, and they're really great people. And look, I buy biltong when I can. It is incredibly amazing, at least for my end of things. I've tried to give it to my family once. They're like, no, thank you. So people have difference of taste, but at the end of the day, it's still worth looking into. It's still worth supporting a made in America sort of item. And even so, if you do, you can save 10% off using code DARA, DARA, a 4-letter word you can say. All right. Just gonna put that just gonna put that out there. So there's that. But that's all the good stuff right there. And let's go down. And hello. Where's the waiting list sing up? What? Waiting list sing up.
I
What
think
is
he
that?
meant sign up.
Oh, sign up.
I think that's what he meant.
Oh, is that the waiting list? And I'm wondering if it's for one of the things they said, because I don't know which one it's for. Sorry, it's been like options.
I
Yeah.
think he's talking about getting on your show, like the waiting list
Oh,
sign up.
oh, there's no
That's
wait
what he
list.
means.
Well, this is the thing, right? Like I would like to get to the point where people are asking to come on because it just makes it easier instead of going out there all the time, like doing cold DMs or whatever, just trying to reach out.
Mhm.
It helps a lot of people want to come on. I've had at least one who I've stopped by many times who's going to come on next month. But if you want to come an addict of biltong, oh, it's good. I don't like peri peri, so don't ask about that because it's a little spicy. But I do like biltong, Angus, Wagyu, all that. It's good and it supports a great group of. It supports a husband and wife, like mom and pop company. So there's nothing wrong with that. Um, you can't be Spartan anymore. You know what? This is Sparta, and you'll like it too.
This is Sparta.
No, but it's been if you're serious, if you have like you can like my link tree right there. You can either use my email, Discord. I do mostly communicate through X, but like I've had people communicate through email. So if you want to come on, the link's right. The link to get there is right there. There's no waiting list. Don't think so. If you want to come on, it's right there. I have a few days left open for February. So if you're interested, there you go. If not, that's okay too. I'll keep reaching out either way. But that's gonna be a point of me is just one day to get to the point where I don't have to do that more of reaching out. People want to come on naturally. Naturally. That's my aim. But anyway, Last Man Jeff says, Derek, can I come on? I want to talk about the evils of AI. You've already given me enough posted notes about the evils of AI. I'll bring you on whenever. I'll bring you on to talk about whatever. But let's temper our expectations of staying all day on talking about the evils of AI because uh, we're both on different areas of that, Alaska and Jeff. But I still treat you like the family friend, family friend. There we go. I'm gonna say like the family dog, but that was bad. That was gonna be bad. That was bad. He's not shaggy enough. Yeah. So there you go. If people wanna come on themselves, the links are right there to find me. My community, you either communicate on Discord, communicate through my email, or communicate on X. Those are 3 different ways of communicating for me if you want to come on. That simple, that easy. I don't have a waiting list. Believe me, I don't have a waiting list. But you know what? I'm not there yet. Not there yet. One day I will be. But anyway, that's
One
the end
day.
of one day.
One day.
One day I will have a line, and they'll be like, "Can I get in?" And I'd be like, "What's your name again?" do you have an ID? Wait, what is this?
Right. Gotta check your ID. Make sure you're over 18.
Yeah, I get it. Oh, I will tell you this though. So I did have someone. I didn't know what age they were until I had them on. So I did have a guest on. Now the timing I did it at was on a Friday, so it was manageable because it was going into the weekend. But I did it at a time that was like midnight, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do that again. But I did have them on. I don't want to say them. I don't want to do like anything embarrassing. But I did have this person on, and they were like 16 years old. So I have done a father-daughter duo streamer, and the daughter's quite young, but it's a dad and daughter thing, so it's not really bad. But it was like under 16 or like the 16-year-old. It wasn't bad. It was more of just like there's always going to be that disparity of like where they're at seeing things and stuff, but it's more of just like the time of when I did it, and I was trying to work within their time frame because that's what I do with my scheduling is I try to work within your time frame at least to the best of my abilities. Because usually when you have a content creator out there and they're trying to invite people on, they're trying to invite people on into their time frame, right? I'm the opposite. My show revolves around your time frame and my ability to kind of get close enough to get you on. That's how this works.
Right.
So
that's how I am with my stuff too. Like I never have anything like as a set time.
yeah.
If someone wants to get on at this time and do a collab or something together, then
Mhm.
I can be there for whatever time.
Yeah.
That the time is not an issue for me.
Yeah.
When it comes to that. So.
Yeah. And that just makes you more schleppy than everyone else.
Right. I mean, heck, what is it? Uh, I was playing a game the other day, and someone was in the game with us, and they were like, "Are you the real Schlepp?" And I'm like, What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Like, who do you are you talk? Because there's another person named Schlepp,
Mm.
and he's the one that's been busting, you know, child people on
Yeah.
Roblox.
Oh, yeah.
He's been busting those people, and his name is Schlepp.
Schlep.
So like some people, I guess, might think I'm him because my name is the Schleppy, but
Mm.
I'm not that same guy.
No.
So
But we can support the thing he does because it is
yes,
just as important. And
yeah,
Roblox doesn't want to seem to better themselves. So there you go.
nope, yeah. They
Um,
they had they sent him a cease and desist order or something like that. Like, hey, stop showing that there's people like this on our platform, like on Roblox.
yeah.
And it's like, well, now we know what Roblox really protects.
Yep. Yeah. There
So
you go.
shows its true colors.
Yeah. Well, and I saw that letter too. They had posted out or whatever it was. Like someone had posted like the letter they or on their website or whatnot. And yeah, it's crazy. Disney. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's good. Good to help save them. Um. Hey, Neuro, what up? Well, Neuro, you're coming at the very end, though, Neuro. That's kind of the sad part. But anyway, before we head off, there are a few things I do. One is tomorrow at 7 p.m. is a solo stream. So watch me try to entertain myself just by myself. Um, and just talking about whatever. Again, DaraChat is about conversations, not interviews. I really do that. So come by. Did I miss the questions? No, you did not miss the questions. We're not there yet. But come by tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern for DaraChat solo, because whether you're in chat or not, it's always going to be a great time. So come by and see what else we'll converse about. So there you go. But the next thing I do, and of course the Neuro has spoken upon it, is something I call questions from a hat. That's right. I bought a hat from Rumble right here. Look at that. Bought a hat from Rumble, and I put some questions inside. So what happens, Schleppy, is that my guest, you get 2 freebie questions,
Okay.
and you get 2 freebie questions because I'm just so wonderful.
Now,
I try.
what do you mean? What do you mean by freebie questions? What do you
You
mean by that?
we'll get there. We'll get there. So what
Okay.
happens is that what happens is the 2 free questions that I reach in, you get a question out of that. Those are 2 freebie questions. So you get 2 freebie questions from the hat, and then if people want more than those 2 questions, they have to give a Rumble rant for it. Now I am on YouTube, but I am not monetized, so no super chats or whatever. So sorry YouTube side, but it is what it is. However, if you are on the Rumble side, you can give a Rumble rant and have a question pulled from the hat. So luckily, we've got 2 examples right here. Thank you, Neuro, for that. It doesn't matter the amount either, because I'll still do it
I
for
was gonna say, I was wondering what Ogre did the $1 Rumble rant earlier. Just said extra question. I was wondering what that was about.
Yep. So here we go. All right, and a D-O. There's that right there. There's that. And then, of course, the other one, it's just easier to write NDO. Almost put NDA, but that's the wrong vowel for that. But anyway, so with those 2, it's been up 6. He's going for the gold for this one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't. I probably should. I probably should put like a limit on it just so I can get, do the higher tiers. But hey, you know it is what it is. I wouldn't know what to offer for any higher tiers. So there you go. There you go. So you got 2. You've got 4 right here. So that's 6 questions total. Like each been said.
Okay.
So that means you get
All
6
right.
questions. Are you ready, good sir?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Need a 5-gallon cowboy hat for the questions. If it was cheap to get one, yes. but it's not. So there we go. Question number 1. Let's see what it says. Oh, I'm feeling the tickle in my bones. All right. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
That's a question. That's hilarious. Who thinks a hot dog's a sandwich? That's crazy. No, it's not a sandwich.
Well, see, that's all you had to do. You just answer it. Don't have to
Yeah,
get
I'm just
snobby.
wondering. Now I'm wondering, like, who really thinks a hot dog's a sandwich?
Dirty questions. They'll have to be tame dirty questions. I'll think about that. But you've given me an idea, Itchbin. All right, question number 2. Right here. Sean. Oh, you mean third Railify? Yeah. All right. Let's open this up and let's see what it says. Do you prefer to shop online or in stores?
In stores. In stores, for sure. I mean, like, online's great. Shopping online's great, but in store is just you're out and about. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Shopping in stores is much funner because you're like actually out getting exercise.
yeah.
You're smelling all the grease and other people and you know
Yeah.
vitamin D, that kind of thing, right? You get vitamin D from the sun, so like being outside is good, you know.
Right. Yeah, I'm getting all that good work, and getting a little uppity in the chat. Nero says a hot dog is
Of
a
course.
sandwich, and Alaskaman Jeff says hot dogs are a sandwich. Get used to it. Well, you know what, kids? Okay. Question number 3. What inspired you to create content?
Um, to be honest, it wasn't like so. Uh, when I had the idea of like live streaming on Rumble,
Mm.
it was because I was the first person I watched in the gaming category was Scottish Viking Gaming,
Oh,
and he
nice.
was the first person I befriended like in the gaming category, and he convinced me because I told him I was thinking of doing it, and he convinced me to start on Rumble.
Mm.
So I guess that's kind of what inspired me was he convinced me to start streaming on Rumble. So I've been here since. That
Nice.
was like I said, in July I'll be 3 years. So
Yeah, I've had SVG on too. Great guy.
mhm.
Very
I love
420.
that dude. I
Yeah.
got to meet him at DreamHack, by the way.
Oh, nice.
DreamHack.
I was wondering where that was from because you have all the people's names signed on it. So
Yep.
nice.
Yeah, yeah. It was my idea when I went to DreamHack. I was like, I need to get a DreamHack shirt and see if I can't get everybody from Rumble that I met to sign the shirt. So yeah, I was super excited to meet Scottish Viking in real life.
You were, you certainly were. Certainly want to get any admin to sign the shirt.
Yeah, probably not.
they'd be like, who are you again?
Right. That's
Oh,
how,
God.
dude. If they were to say that to me, that's how I would know. That's how I know they never got my support email.
They most likely
Right?
wouldn't.
Like, who are you?
Yeah. They most likely
No.
wouldn't say anything. But question number 4. What's the most absurd thing you believed in as a child?
The most absurd thing I believed in,
Mm-hmm.
that I could be a professional skateboarder.
Ooh. Now that I don't know if that's like too far down the scale, but what did you like about skating? There you go, India.
What did I like about skateboarding? The freedom, the ability to just get to hang out with the friends,
Mm-hmm.
But like that was my first idea of what I wanted to do when I grew up was like I wanted to be a professional skateboarder. So
Nice.
I would say it's pretty absurd to believe in. Honestly, it's like sports. Not everybody's gonna be a top tier athlete and make it to the NFL. That kind of stuff. That kind of thing.
It's not about getting to the top. It's about, are you enjoying the ride there? If you're
Right.
not enjoying the ride there, then everything starts falling apart after that because you're just too preoccupied with like this, and this. And like,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot more to be preoccupied with that. And
Yeah.
thank you to Neuro for the next one. That's 7 questions total. 7 questions total. So question number 5: if you could rename yourself, what ridiculous name would you choose?
What do you mean, like instead of the Schleppy?
Yeah,
Hmm.
or your actual name, whichever one you want. I actually go for.
Um. Oh, that's a good question. I never really thought about it like that. Hmm. Maybe if I could. I mean, I guess I could technically,
Mm,
but I choose not to. But like Frank is kind of interesting name.
yeah.
Um, like if I wanted to change from like the Schleppy to a new like gamer name, I would say Tesla Coil. I think that's a really cool word. Tesla
Nice.
Coil.
Tesla coil. Look,
But
it's
it's
that.
spelled with a K instead of a C, you know.
Look, there's that Tesla coil, dude. Wicked.
Right?
Some say he lights up at night.
Maybe Donald John Trump. I don't know.
Okay, now that's going a little too far. That's going a little too far. You can't have my name. My name is my
Right.
name. Your name is yours. You can't have my name. Question number 6. Yep. Question number 6. If you were a movie, what would the title be and what would it be about?
uh if I was a movie, what would the title be and what would it be about?
Mm.
Hmm. It'd probably be a documentary, I would say. It'd be a documentary. It'd probably be called Free the Schleppy. And it'd be about me being free, you
Yeah,
know? Just like I said, doing what I want, saying what I want.
yeah. You know what? You could call
So,
it. You would actually know what would work better. You could call it Born Free Schleppy.
that's an interesting one, yeah.
Yeah,
Born Free Schleppy.
yeah,
Because it kind of rhymes,
yeah.
right?
You'd have Born Free, then comma, then Schleppy. That way you have a,
Ah, okay.
yeah, Born Free Schleppy. There you go.
Right.
Make you
Or
ill
Schle- Schleppy, the man who is born free.
too much. Need
Yeah,
to cut it
but that's
down.
why I suggested it as a documentary, because documentaries can have some long titles, you know.
The man who picked his nose so much a watch went up inside it. There you go.
Wild and free Schleppy.
There you go.
That's
Wild
a
and
good
free
one, yeah.
Schleppy. There you go. I think a lot of people in chat are gonna try to come up with titles. Tesla coil is not available. Just check. Oh, well, separate Tesla and coil. Don't put them together like that. But I think he's trying to check the channel name for it. All right,
Oh, okay.
question number 7, and this will be the last one unless someone gives a rumble rant. If I can open this. Oops, I'm opening it the wrong way. There we go. Question number 7. If aliens landed and demanded one person to represent Earth, who would you nominate?
Myself. I would nominate myself, man. Oh yeah, that's what I would do. I'd nominate myself. They don't need to meet a world leader. They need to meet the Schleppy. Like you want to know what planet Earth is all about? Talk to me, you know?
I'll
I'll
tell
show
you.
you what this planet's all about. Don't worry,
Yeah,
you short little white figures or
yeah.
gray or whatever color they want to be,
You're
you
about
know,
to get slapped in the face
right?
by Schleppy.
Yeah, that would be the whole thing, you know, like don't take me to your leader, take me to your women. Let's go.
All right, Schleppy, just calm it down there. Calm it down. All right, we don't need to get that far.
It's
But
okay. I didn't say anything too outlandish.
oh my
But
goodness. But anyway, but again, tomorrow 7 p.m. Eastern will be a solo stream. Come join for that kind of vibe, because we're talking about whatever. But also want to give a big thanks to those in chat for coming along and enjoying the ride. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. And of course, big thank you to the man himself. They call him Schleppy. All right. and guess what,
Says it
Schleppy?
how he sees it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and guess what? You made it. You made it 2.5 hours, and you talked about a lot of different things. So I consider that a big win.
Right.
Consider it a big win. So your nerves are no more, good sir. Nerves no
Yeah.
more.
That is true. Yeah. I guess I'm not nervous now.
Hey, there you go. See, I'm just that good. I don't come cheap though. No.
Right.
You know, Schleppy says how he sees it. That's right. That's right. I say how I see it too. I just use the schlepp and slap. But anyway. Well, but anyway, I end the show. And again, before we go, again, our links will be both on the Rumble side and YouTube side. So if you do want to check out where else we're at, just go to the description down below and you'll see all those links. The Red Hat team. Well, I didn't know he's going to wear a red hat, and it looks like it's Fragniac that's on the hat, to be honest.
Yes, sir. It is a Fragniac hat. I asked him if he had one of these hats before I purchased it. He said this is one of the hats that he doesn't actually have himself. He
Oh.
needs some milk hat. So I was like, I'm getting it in red too, because people see a red hat, they instantly think, oh, he's got a Trump hat on or something. I did it to like kind of mess with some people at the
Yeah.
same time as like I like the red. I think it works well with me. I got a Trump hat too, but it's just
Yeah.
not as cool looking.
Yeah, I chose it because red's my favorite color, and white just works as a good, lettering on it. But beyond that point, really was just I wasn't trying to do it for like any of the magazine, whatever. It's just about the look of it, and all that stuff. But and thank you, Neuro, much appreciated. But again, tomorrow 7 p.m. Eastern. Links in the description below. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Schleppy, and always you're always welcome to come back, good sir. Always.
Roger that.
And
Thank you for having me on.
oh no, it was my pleasure. It was my pleasure. Well, probably not in that kind of way, but you get the idea.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Let me clear it up with more unclear context.
Right. Some people, they say pause when they say things like that. They say pause.
Instead, you turned into a drooling dog trying to look at the bone, and you were like, "I'm not giving that up." But anyway, I end the show. Like you saw earlier, I had a music video by Pogo. This one is called "One Day with You," which is also by Pogo. Have a great rest of your night, everyone, and until next time, see you later.
Bye, everybody.